Let me see here. Or maybe it has been running. They just been deleting the VODs when it's done. Unless replay once ends. No. Haven't been doing that. It's weird. Okay. Well, we're live on both channels now. Yo, on the rise, Dragonite. Thank you for joining the stream. He says, Scott, I'm 50-50 on politics. Oh, it's all good. It's all good, man. No pressure on my part, chat. Y'all don't be pressured on my part. It's all good. This is going to be a chill vibe stream anyway. We're going to be talking about the Candace Owens situation, but we're not even trying to get into the politics of it. I'm not even trying to get into the politics of it. I'm just going to be talking about it in general. Really quick though, let me see if I can add this to my Streamlabs. Because now we're live on both channels. I'm also curious. Let me see something here. Content. Maybe I have been going live. No, I haven't. I haven't. This is the only one. I don't know why it hasn't been working, but hopefully it works this time. Let's see. Let's just run it. Okay, let me quick Google Chrome. By the way, Dragonite on the rise. How y'all doing? Spencer, how you doing? Let me go back to Streamlabs. Let me add this other account to it and see if we can get both chats in here. So if anybody joins from the other channel, I need to start growing that other channel. That's why I'm going to be trying to stream to both of them. Here, where do I do it? Log out, account settings. Let's see. Twitch, YouTube. Can I add another YouTube? Maybe I can only have one YouTube at a time. I have Twitter as well, but no. I don't want to stream on Twitter yet. I got to figure out subscriptions. Let me click on YouTube again. No, it just took me to my normal YouTube account. I can't add more than one YouTube to my Streamlabs. Just in case anybody, you know, I'll just pull it up on my phone. I'll just pull it up on my phone in case somebody chats from the other account. And then off stream, I'll figure out how to get this set up properly so we can see the chats from both this YouTube account, my main YouTube account, and the other YouTube account. I want to be able to see both of them. Let's see here. Just put it up on both. I doubt on the very first day we'll have people joining this other channel, but maybe we will. You never know. Maybe we will, chat. You never know. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer here and say, oh, bro, there's not going to be anybody joining. Let me just not even look. Because you never know, man. You never know. Oscar Urarte Jr., thank you for subscribing. You never know, man. So let me just chill with the negativity. Let me get into a little bit of a conversation with you guys before we jump into the topic. For the people who are joining the stream, we're going to be talking about Candace Owens today. She is wiling. I have been watching Candace Owens or following her for the last few months. Very impressed with her trajectory as a content creator. I don't know if she would consider herself a content creator. She probably doesn't consider herself a content creator. But at the end of the day, that is what she is either way. Whether you want to call yourself, label yourself that or not, you are a content creator, Candace. And I am very impressed with the trajectory of her content. You know, a lot of people say that Kai Cenat is the biggest streamer. I want to know, where do they get that number from? Because when you really look at the numbers, Kai Cenat is not the biggest streamer. He's not. Maybe on Twitch. But there are plenty of people on YouTube that I see getting hundreds of thousands of viewers every single time they go live. So I was telling Bailey, I don't understand where this metric comes from, because Candace Owens, when Candace Owens goes live, chat, she has 200,000 people watching her stream. Every single stream, she has 150 to 225, 250,000 people watching her stream. And I would say that those are numbers that are bigger than Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat only has like 80,000, 90,000, 100,000. Sometimes when Sometimes when there's an event, yeah, he'll get up to 400, 500,000. But I see people in the political sphere on YouTube getting hundreds of thousands of views. So what are we talking about here, man? I want to really know, where did these numbers come from? Like, who is making up these numbers and saying, oh, this is the biggest streamer, that's the biggest streamer? Because in my books, Candace Owens is killing it. He says she does got the Charlie text message, though. I only hate her and Erica meeting with was private. Look, on the rise, my thing with what she was saying about Charlie Kirk, she has the text messages. But first of all, okay, today, this afternoon, I don't even know what time zone I'm in. This afternoon, we're going to be talking about the dream video she made. She made a video recently about a dream that she had, right? And in that video, she had text messages from Charlie Kirk. But in my opinion, that doesn't mean anything because he was joking. You could tell. It's like if I was talking to somebody and we were talking like woo-woo superstitious stuff. And I said, oh man, I think that this and this, I think that the earth is flat, but I'm just joking around. In fact, you know what? I got the wrong hat on, chat. Let me put the right hat on. I got the wrong hat on for this. Let's keep it a buck. This is one of the topics that actually merits this, right? It actually merits this. Let's zoom out a little bit so you can see my antennae. This is one of the topics that actually merits this. I need to put on my tinfoil hat for this one because she's talking with Charlie Kirk about supernatural powers, right? Being able to read minds, telekinesis, like all of this crazy stuff, right? Mind powers. Shit. Bailey's telling me to shut the door all the way. Now I gotta get up and shut it. Give me a second, chat. Hopefully my hat doesn't fall off. Because if my hat falls off, the brainwaves might fuck me up. Hey, don't look at my antenna. If I don't stop, I might get psyoped. So let me make sure I got my tinfoil hat on properly, just to make sure I don't get my brainwaves taken on this one. So back to what I was saying. She said that her and Charlie Kirk were talking about supernatural powers, talking about reading minds, talking about time travel. And Charlie Kirk, you know, Charlie Kirk's a dude. He's just like me. He's just like you. He's a dude, guys. He is playing around. So he's playing around. He's like, oh yeah, I'm a time traveler. I'm this, I'm that. And for some odd reason, Candace Owens is running with it now. And she's saying, you see, I have text messages that prove that Charlie Kirk is a time traveler. I have text messages to prove that Charlie Kirk is actually from another planet. Charlie Kirk has magic powers. Charlie Kirk, like, what are you talking about, Candace? What are you talking about? Royalty says, Scott, remember when you sub for a month. After that, it drops. He says, but Royalty, sorry, to go back to what I was saying about the numbers earlier. I'm talking about just viewership in general, Royalty. He says, he did say he felt like he would be offed, so who knows? I mean, on the rise. I feel like anybody who's a major political commentator, political talker, who has a bunch of enemies, feels that way, bro. Andrew Tate feels that way. Nick Fuentes feels that way. Sneeko feels that way. Hassan feels that way. Who else? All of the major commentators feel that way because you're being edgy. You're talking about things that affect people. You're talking about things that people believe in strongly. So people are going to get shook and want to hurt you. I mean, if I blow up, I'll probably have people who want to hurt me, bro. For sure. For sure. But that doesn't mean that he's a fortune teller. That doesn't mean he can read the future. That just means that he has a bunch of people that want to hurt him. That's almost like common sense. It's almost like when people are in a religion and they say there's a prophecy and then they tell you the prophecy and it's some general thing that always happens. Oh, there's going to be famine. There's going to be war. Yeah, of course, bro. There's always been those things. So if you're a political commentator, you know that people take politics to heart. Politics is one of the things that will get you hurt for real in the real world. Politics is one of the things that people will actually hunt you down and try to hurt you for, because people believe strongly in politics. It's like talking about religion, right? Two of my favorite topics, by the way, which puts me in the red zone. But when you talk about politics, when you talk about religion, there is a giant chance that someone's going to try and hurt you. So Charlie Kirk coming out and telling her like, oh, I'm probably going to get hurt. Someone's probably going to try to assassinate me. That doesn't mean that he's a fortune teller. That doesn't mean he can read the future. That just means that he said the obvious. That just means he said the obvious. He says, Anton LaVey, founder of the Satanic Church, is on the Turning Points USA board. Rabbit hole is deep. Oh, that's crazy, bro. I didn't know that one. I thought that Turning Points USA was a Christian organization on the rise. Is it not? He says, Scott, I have a question. Do you like the crime story videos on YouTube? You mean Crime Time, Sasha? Yeah, I watch Crime Time sometimes. We watch that sometimes. Not our main focus, though. I'm trying to pivot to a more mature topic, a more mature demographic. So that's what I've been doing. He says, it is. That's what I'm saying. But also on the rise, do you believe in Satanism? Because I really don't believe in that kind of stuff. I think that a lot of those people that say they're Satanists are just trolls, bro. They're just trolls. Like, I really don't believe in the supernatural. That's why even with this whole Candace Owens thinking that Charlie Kirk is some sort of time traveling entity from another planet with magical powers, I hear her saying all this stuff and I think to myself, like, who's actually believing this shit? Because I don't believe in that stuff at all. Like, I hate to say it. Maybe I'm very materialistic. I'm very based in the material world, but I don't believe in spirits. I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in the afterlife. I don't believe in any of that stuff. So when somebody comes up to me and says, oh, I'm a Satanist, I just think like, okay, this person's a troll. So Anton LaVey probably was just a troll. Like, he probably is a Christian behind the scenes. You never know. This whole thing is just smoke and mirrors, man. My main thing is, you know what pisses me off more than anything is I believe in it. You can't see air, but you believe in it. That's a bad example on the rise. You know, let's not get into the religious stuff right now, because tonight we'll get into the religious stuff, right? Tonight's stream is going to be about Drewski and the churches and all that shit. So we can get deeper into it tonight. But that's a bad example. I hate when people start saying the thing about, oh, you can't see the air, but you still believe in it. It's like, I don't believe in the air. Air is there. I'm breathing it right now. I'm breathing it right now. You don't need to see it to fucking know it's there because you're breathing it. But the thing that you guys are believing in has no tangible effects at all. You're not breathing it. You're not seeing, you're not feeling it. There's nothing. So it's like that's like a false straw man argument. But we can get into religion tonight. Tonight, chat, like I said, today, I must be setting myself up for fucking failure in life. I'm setting myself up for failure in life because I just told you guys that the things that people fight over, the things that will get you hurt in this world, are talking about politics and religion. And then my two topics for today, my first topic is politics. My topic for tonight's stream is religion. Like, what am I doing, chat? What am I doing? Also, that fuck sound, I need to go in and edit it down to a quieter clip. Also, you know, I'm streaming on both my YouTube channels right now. If you're watching me on the Scott Leonard Clips channel, drop a W in the chat, because I do see that some people joined over there. I expected not to get anybody. So maybe Content's Universe is right. Maybe I do need to fucking stream on the other channel and just grow that one, because this algorithm on this channel is fucked. I have you guys here. This algorithm on this channel is fucked, though. And I'm not going to be surprised if I start popping off on the other channel and that shit blows up. Because I'm a good streamer. I know I'm a good streamer. I don't care what anybody has to say. I know I'm a good streamer. Really quick, though, before we jump on the Candace Owens thing in detail and we watch the videos, let me do something that's been irking me for the last few days. Let's go in and let's lower the fucking volume of this fucking sound so that we can use it without getting our eardrums pierced every single time we use it. Let me share my screen so you guys can see what I'm doing. Let's just get this out of the way really quick before we start. Where is it? We'll add it to the soundboard again, and that way we can have a sound that's actually usable, because it's annoying me that it's so fucking loud. It's too loud. Where is it? Oh, here it is, right here. Okay. New project. Fuck. Okay, it's just a sound bite. Because this is way too loud. Probably, maybe a little bit. I know the point of the sound is it's supposed to be loud, but it's way too loud, bro. Let's just lower it to -4. It's still kind of loud. -6. -7. Up into here, boom. Do this. Now let's keynote it. Let's bring it down so it tapers down, so it's not like just a brief cutoff. Maybe that not that low here. Ah, shit, I want to do that. I want it to taper down at the end. That's fine, right there. That's good. Export this as a sound, and let's throw this in the soundboard properly, because it was annoying the shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie. It was pissing me off because it's like, why is it so fucking loud? And then I have to lower my whole soundboard to make it sound all right, because I don't want people complaining about, oh, this guy has this fucking loud ass sound in here. Audio only. Boom. Export this really quick. I think it's done exporting. That was pretty fucking fast. Quit Final Cut so it doesn't mess up my fucking thing. He says, read my last message, Scott. He says, I'm not religious, but I believe in Jesus, but not strongly. I mean, I'm not religious, and I want to say, you know, in the past, I wanted to say that I was an atheist, but I really don't know if I'm an actual atheist. Like, I feel like saying you're an atheist is also pretty arrogant, because you don't know if there's a God or not out there. So I'm just going to say I'm agnostic. I think that if I say I'm a religious person, like if I'm a Christian or a Muslim or any other religion, that's arrogant, because they're saying you know the secrets of the universe and you know that there's a God, when in reality, you don't actually know that. So that's arrogant. But saying there is no God is also arrogant, right? Because who the fuck am I to tell you guys there's no God? I don't know. I'm a fucking human being. So I'm just going to call myself an agnostic and keep it pushing. I don't know if there's a God. There could be one, but I definitely know that the one that people are talking about all the time is not the one. That's all I can say. For me, at least from my perspective, what I've studied, what I've seen, what I've understood, it's not the one. That's not the one. It can't be the one. That's clearly, to me, it's clearly man-made. Okay, this is not the Rode app. I'm trying to find the Rode app so that I can add the sound to the soundboard. This is so annoying, bro. I updated my computer to the newest OS. Rodecaster app. It's this one. There's like 3 of these stupid Rodecaster apps. Okay, let's go in. Now I'm not going to use a soundboard until I get this sound in here. Synchron. Customize smart pad. Yada, yada, yada. This sound. Choose file. Where did I put the file? Downloads. Pending. This one here. Boom. And now. That's better. Let's get out of there. Okay. Okay. So now let's see if it works. I can turn the sound back up. Back to up here. I can lower it a little tiny bit, but that's better, because it was way too loud. Way too loud. It was annoyingly loud. Anyways. I'm yapping, Chad. I'm yapping. Yo, Eric Von Etrick, thank you for joining on the other channel, bro. He says, this is the best. Thank you for joining on the other channel. He says, Scott, I was binge watching some videos yesterday because of the snow, and both Candace and Erica and their families got a shady past. I mean, I think that definitely something, I'm not saying that Candace Owens, and I just remembered what I was getting angry about. I'm not saying that Candace Owens wasn't onto something when she was saying that she didn't believe the story the government was telling us about the assassination of Charlie Kirk. But then that makes it even worse on the rise. It makes it even worse because if it is a cover up, Candace Owens is now doing the job of a psyop. Candace Owens is now doing the job of a psyop because if it is a cover up and the person who's uncovering the cover up is now talking about ghosts and time travel and magical powers and all of this nonsense, it makes everything lose credibility. Everything she said, all of the evidence she's brought up, all of the stuff that she's discussed on her stream, it loses credibility when you start talking about future travel, time travel, future prophecies and ghosts and all of this nonsense. It's like if I was trying to reveal that the moon landing was fake and I'm bringing you guys hard evidence, proof that the moon landing is fake, and then all of a sudden you find me on some UFO forum talking about, oh, and I was abducted by the reptilians and I was probed by aliens and I went to their mothership and I went to their planet. Like at that point, everything else I said, now you're going to throw it out the window because you're going to say this guy's a crackpot. And the same thing is happening with this whole Charlie Kirk situation with Candace Owens. Even if Candace Owens is 100% right on the things that she said about the assassination, oh, I think it's a cover up. Oh, I think this, I think that, blah, 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 blah. The moment she starts talking about time travel and telepathy and telekinesis and how Charlie Kirk is an alien with superpowers from the future and all this crazy stuff she's saying about her dream and yada, 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 all this extra baggage. You're adding extra baggage to your argument. And that extra baggage makes you lose credibility because any sane person who's critical and objective person, a critical thinker, a skeptic, is going to sit back and think, okay, the same person who's giving me the quote unquote facts about the assassination is also now telling me about time travel. Why am I going to believe this person? Why am I going to believe this person? He says, go look at the declassified CIA and military patents. They've been researching this stuff. On the rise, there's plenty of crackpots in the government too. That's what people don't understand. And also, I really do think that in the past, the government did research into these things to just see if it was real or not. It doesn't mean that it's just because they do research into something doesn't mean it's real. Just because they do research into something doesn't mean it's real. Remote viewing, telekinesis, psychic powers. Yeah, they've done research into it. Scientists are curious people. But what annoys me is that conspiracy theorist people will grab that stuff. Like they'll say, oh, the CIA did a report on telekinesis in 1975. Yeah, of course, because in 1975, they were they were doing all kinds of crazy experiments. It doesn't mean that it's real. It doesn't mean that it's real at all. I hate, just because somebody did some research into something doesn't mean that it's been validated. That's what I'm trying to say. I am a stern believer in the material world, chat. I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in fortune tellers. I don't believe in any of this woo-woo nonsense. And honestly, in the very beginning, I was thinking about Candace Owens, and I said, yo, Candace Owens, she might be onto something here. When she was saying, oh, Charlie Kirk's assassination is not a coincidence. They want us to believe that A, B, C person was involved, but there were more people probably. It was a cover up. I was thinking, yo, she's onto something. And she had a bell curve. She had a bell curve on the rise. She had a bell curve. At first, I was skeptic. Then I started to believe. Now I'm skeptic again. And the reason I'm skeptic again is because of things like this. Things like this. I Have a Dream, Candace Owens podcast.
I had a dream. I had a dream. I had a dream. And like I said, this one was clear. I had a dream that Charlie was betrayed. I had a dream, and I feel as strongly about the dream that I had that Charlie was betrayed by people closest to him. Never ignore your subconscious. That's why I say pay attention to my dreams.
Have you ever had a dream that...
No, you had a dream. Charlie told you he was... Yeah, Charlie told me that he was betrayed. Charlie was sitting on patio and he was eating hummus. He's like, this is the best hummus I've ever tasted in my life. I had a dream. It was so clear. I promise you can actually fact check this with Village Crazy Lady, my girl Mel.
That's not fact checking. You can't fact check a dream. You can't fact check a dream, bro. Just because you had a dream and you told somebody else, that's not fact. A dream. Now we're basing our evidence on dreams. Seriously, chat. On the rise. Come on, bro. You got to cut me some slack here, man. Yup. You got to cut me some slack here, chat. Now we're basing our evidence on dreams. She dreamt that Charlie Kirk told her that he was betrayed. Like you can't say you're doing an investigation on something and you're going to bring us hard evidence, compelling evidence that's going to convince us that Charlie Kirk was betrayed by inside people. And then when we ask you for the evidence, you say, oh, but it's all based off a dream I had. That's crazy to me. He says Charlie did not say that. Some good hummus and smacking his lips. Come on. Like, come on, dude. That's why I got to put my tinfoil hat on for this one, chat, because my brainwaves are too sensitive to hear this nonsense. I had a dream. Fuck me, bro. That's like me saying, yo, I had a vision last night that I was going to become a multi-billionaire and that I'm going to go to the store and pick up a lottery ticket and win. A dream? People dream things all the time. I can't. Oh my God, bro. You have to be severely delusional, man. And look, if people want to watch Candace Owens for entertainment value's sake, that's fine. We can do that. She's a well-spoken, attractive woman. You can watch her for entertainment, guys. I'm not going to dog you for that. If you want to watch Candace Owens for entertainment value's sake, I'm not going to down you for that. But you can't come to me, chat, and say, oh, there's strong evidence for the betrayal of Charlie Kirk, and I'm basing it off of what Candace Owens told me, and Candace Owens is basing that off of a dream. I'm going to laugh you out of the room. I'm sorry. I'm just going to laugh you out of the room. It's crazy to me.
You do.
Loving your emails telling me about your dream.
And this is on her channel. This is her own channel. So I don't know if she's trolling, if she's grifting. I hope, I pray and hope that she's grifting, guys. I really do. I really do. Because if she's not grifting, and this is her being serious about this is really her take on the whole situation, then she needs to get serious help. She's going to have to put her whole body in a fucking tinfoil cocoon. Because this is crazy, bro. And this is only the beginning, chat. We have more. We have more. There's more. There's actually more. It's going all downhill from here, guys. All downhill from here. Like I said, she had me in the beginning. After Charlie Kirk was assassinated and I saw all the bullshit and I saw Kash Patel come up on screen and say, oh, we got him. And then 10 minutes later, oh, we didn't get him. Oh, we got him. Now we definitely got him. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. We didn't get him. Okay, now this guy's the guy. That made me lose confidence in the FBI, right? It made me lose confidence in the intelligence bureaucracy that the American government has established, right? I said, okay, these guys are clowns. They don't know what they're talking about. And then Candace Owens came down and she said, okay, look at this, look at that, look at this, look at this text message. Look at that text message. Look at this guy. Who's he affiliated with? Who's this person affiliated with? It started making me think for real, like, okay, there might be a cover up here. There might be a there. There might actually be a there. She had me, chat. I was watching Candace Owens and I was thinking to myself, okay, there might be a there. She might be on to something with this one. She might be on to something with this one. There might actually be a cover up. But then she hit me with the, oh, and by the way, Charlie Kirk is an extraterrestrial from another planet with time traveling capabilities. Now what am I supposed to do, bro? I can't believe that. You had me in the beginning, but you lost me with that one. I'm not going to lie. Because at that point, you're just talking woo-woo, Candace. Candace, you're talking woo-woo now. I thought we were doing serious journalism here. I thought this was a serious investigation, Candace. But you want us all to go out here and do what I'm doing right now. Put on our tinfoil hats and believe this story full cloth because you had a dream? Because you had a dream that Charlie Kirk came to and he was eating hummus? Does Charlie Kirk even eat hummus? I'm convinced, guys, I said this yesterday when I was watching the original clips. I think Charlie Kirk cracked. Maybe this might be in poor taste. This might be in poor taste. Don't hate me on this one. But I gotta be honest, bro. I think Charlie Kirk cracked that shit open because she's too obsessed. Every single day. You know, Charlie Kirk passed away when? In September? October, November, December, January. We're almost in February. She's been talking about this for 5 months straight, chat, every single day. So either she's grifting and she's really, really milking it, or she's really, really heartbroken. That nigga hit it from the side, had her fucking enthralled. Because she's been talking about this shit nonstop. She's having dreams. If I'm Candace Owens' husband, I'm worrying right now, bro. I'm laying in bed like, fuck. The ghost of Charlie Kirk is hitting my girl from the back, giving her those back shots. Cause come on, dude. The fact that she even had the audacity to say that she had a dream about this nigga, you know that nigga, if he didn't hit it from the back in real life, he's hitting it from the back in the dreams, chat. Come on. Come on, guys. You know what's up, dude. Am I being crass? Yes, I'm being crass. But is this fucking my honest take? I think it is, bro. Because there's no way she's this obsessed with this nigga, bro. That she's going to be talking about it every fucking day for almost half a year.
People in Turning Point had dreams. Dreams can give you some sort of intuition. And I certainly think that mine gave me a lot of intuition. Oh, the cool kids don't pay any mind when they have a very vivid dream. And Charlie in the dream says he was betrayed. Oh, the cool kid, that's so, haha, it's not cool. I have been having a lot of...
The cool kids, nobody said nothing about the cool kids. The sane, rational, fact-based, critical thinkers, skeptics, they don't think that shit's valid. Nobody said anything about cool kids.
Dreams.
You want
Candace Owens, and to try to paint her as a crazy person because she had a dream. And I'm sticking with the dream. But many people actually had dreams, and they email me them all the time.
She's crashing out.
The dream was so vivid. It was like, if you've ever seen Harry Potter, they're just going on vibes in a dream on the Candace show. That's it. She had a dream, and now she's just blindly pointing the finger at everybody. Tell me who betrayed you. It wasn't until the 3rd week after his death that finally one face came through in this dream. It came through as clear as day.
Who was the face?
Around the corner of the restaurant. And it was...
you want him.
I don't understand how this is on her own channel. And she's like, why did she keep cutting to this kid who's stuttering? Is she just making fun of herself? He says Charlie gave Candace a time she will never forget. I mean, Sasha, I hate to say it. This is crass. Like I said, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but there's more there. And I don't think it's just a dream. I don't think she's just dreaming about the fucking assassination attempts, chat. For her to be this obsessed, nah, we're going to go down the rabbit hole today.
To do you so much you could do anything.
Sorry, that was a dream that I had.
Okay, let's go into the meat and potatoes of this video, chat. All I know is I'm not buying it, bro. There's no way somebody can be this obsessed with someone else for no reason at all. Just blindly obsessed. He says, dream more like cream. Anyways, guys, if you're watching on my second channel, Scott Leonard Clips, I see we have 10 people on Scott Leonard Clips. Yo, I didn't even realize I could get people on the other channel, bro. I've been streaming to my main channel for months and months and months. And, you know, I got people on there, too. We got how many? We have 6 people. We have more people on the other channel than my main channel. How is that even fucking possible, dude? Anyways, let's jump into the fucking video that I actually want to react to. Before we jump into that video, though, let's read this article about Candace Owens and this whole situation. And then we will jump into the actual meat and potato video that I have in the playlist called Candace Owens Finally Exposes the Truth About Charlie Kirk. Let's go into the fucking news article. Let's go ahead. This is CNN Politics. Candace Owens won't take back conspiracies about Charlie Kirk's death after meeting with Erica Kirk. This is an old article. I heard about this when it happened. I didn't really cover it because, to be honest, I was not that interested in it, man. I saw, you know, I've been watching Candace Owens go live every single day to like 200,000 people. And I said, you know what? She's talking off her dome, out of her ass. I'm not going to cover this shit. Erica Kirk, big mad. They're going to be meeting secretly. I'm not covering it. So I didn't cover it. I mentioned it briefly on one of my streams, but I didn't cover it because I thought like it's inconsequential. But now she's dropping those atomic bombs, talking about dreams and telepathy and magic powers. I have to cover it now, chat. Unfortunately, it's become a spectacle. It's become a fucking spectacle. He says, Candace is rage baiting. She probably is. He says, I trust Erica less. She got a dark past. I don't trust anybody here. I think that either Candace Owens is grifting or she's severely delusional. It's hard to tell. Candace Owens won't take back conspiracies about Charlie Kirk's death after meeting Erica Kirk. In her first podcast episode, after what she described as a 4 to 5 hour conversation with Erica Kirk, conservative podcaster Candace Owens said Tuesday that she still does not believe that the person charged with murder for Charlie Kirk's death is solely responsible. The truth is, I don't believe it either. I think we're on some fucking Clockwork Orange shit, chat. Some fucking MK Ultra shit. And that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. We're on some fucking Candace Owens fucking Clockwork Orange shit right now, chat. That guy who killed Charlie Kirk, yes, he probably did it out of his own free will, but he was probably heavily influenced. That's what you guys don't understand. The people that work in the CIA and these fucking deep state organizations, they are experts at manipulation. They have trained psychiatrists that have trained for years and years and years on how to manipulate you, the common sheep, into doing whatever they want. So yeah, they went on fucking Reddit, they went on the social medias, and they found some gullible, easily influenced kid to carry out their bidding. Easy. You think that Mossad, you think that the Israeli government, I hate to bring this back to Israel, chat. I know this ain't a good look for me. I was already warned. That's why I got my tinfoil hat on. I got my tinfoil hat on right now because I was already warned not to talk about the Jews, not to talk about Israel. They said, this is not good for your career, Scott. Keep this up, Scott. This is not good for your career. You might ruin yourself on the internet before you get big. Keep it up, Scott. That's what I was told. So I'm a little bit afraid, but I got my tinfoil hat on for protection, right? The Mossad, the Israeli government. If you think America has a deep state, wait till you fucking get a load of Israel, because Israel definitely has a deep, deep state. The deep, deep state. The groups, the circles that people like Jeffrey Epstein circled in. The deep, deep state. Where they got all kinds of dirt on you. They can manipulate you. They're blackmailing people. They're kidnapping people. They're doing all kinds of crazy, shady shit. Those people are experts in manipulation, chat. If they want you dead, if you're a political figure and they want you dead, they don't need to go pay a hitman. They can go on the internet. They have all the time and resources in the world. They can go on the internet. They can scour the internet and find a group of people that already hate you. Grab one of those guys. And when I say grab, I don't mean physically grab. I mean, oh, hey, what's up, man? Bro, this Charlie Kirk guy is so bad for society, bro. He's really evil. He's evil. We need to take him out, man. What can we do, bro? He's ruining society, bro. Yo, whoever takes this guy out will be a hero, man. And if he gets killed, he'll be a martyr, bro. Bro, it's such a good idea, man. And they can weasel their way into that person's brain. It's not something they're going to do in one day. They'll take weeks, months, even years to manipulate this person and build a whole idea in their head that killing this person, doing this crime, doing whatever their bidding was is a good idea. And that person will go out and do it, and they'll be naive and think that they came up with the idea themselves when they got the idea incepted into their brain like the movie. That's what you guys don't understand, chat. They know how to program, hypnotize, convince you to do shit that you don't want to do. That kid was probably manipulated. He was probably groomed like a motherfucker. But my problem is that when Candace Owens comes out here and she starts talking about this thing, and then she starts throwing in all this nonsense, all of this stuff about dreams, and there's no facts, there's no research, you ruin the whole thing, bro. It makes me think maybe she's a psyop. Maybe she's part of the cover-up. It's a double-level cover-up. Yo, ASMR Water Skin, thank you for joining the stream on the other channel. He says APAC. I mean, APAC is the tip of the spear, bro. They're the Mossad. There's so many other groups we're fucked, bro. Our government is in the hands of the Israeli government. It's not even the Israeli government. Fuck that. Our government is in the hands of the Israeli deep state. Our deep state is in the hands of the Israeli deep state. No, our deep state is in the hands of the Israeli government. The Israeli government is in the hands of the Israeli deep state. The Israeli deep state is in the hands of a bunch of shady-ass Zionists. And those people have generations and generations and generations of spies and generations of psychiatrists that know how to manipulate people, bro. They're going to get you to do whatever the fuck they want. So Candace Owens, I feel like she might have been onto something in the beginning, but she fucked it up big time with this whole fucking rant. Erica Kirk. Okay, let's get back into the reading. In her first podcast episode, after what she describes as a 4 to 5 hour conversation with Erica Kirk, conservative podcaster Candace Owens said Tuesday that she still does not believe that the person charged with murder of Charlie Kirk's death is solely responsible. Erica Kirk's efforts to tamp down on speculation about her husband's murder have not appeared to dissuade Owens, one of the nation's most watched personalities, who has seen her prominence grow while boosting conspiracy theories and anti-Semitic tropes about Charlie Kirk's death. Okay, when they start using the term anti-Semitic, it pisses me off sometimes because they want to put everything under that blanket. Nobody has a problem with the Jewish culture, the Jewish religion. But I can't say what I want to say, so let's just keep going. Owens said Tuesday that her suspicions about certain employees at Turning Point USA, the conservative organization group Kirk founded and where she once worked, hadn't been assuaged by her meeting with Erica Kirk and other Turning Point staffers. Owens heavily implied that she believes Israel had something to do with Kirk's death, promoting an unsubstantiated theory that Israeli officials have denied. Of course they're going to deny it, bro. Like, I hate when you know what I hate? Chat, you know what grinds my gears? You know what grinds my gears? What grinds my gears is when the news media covers a story about somebody being accused of something, and then they say, the government of Israel denies it. The government officials of the United States denies it. The president's office denies it. Congress denies it. The Senate denies it. The EU denies it. Vladimir Putin denies it. Who cares what they deny? Of course they're going to deny it. Why would they not? Why would they not? He says the magic juice protection word for real on their eyes. It's a shield that protects them from every attack, bro. Anti-Semitism. You point out any flaw, it's anti-Semitism. Yo, Peso, thank you for joining the stream, bro. Daffy, thank you for joining the stream, bro. He said, afraid is crazy. Daffy, I had to put my tinfoil hat on for this one. So it annoys me because of course they're going to deny that they did it. Why would they not deny it? If you got to the top by lying and scheming and being disingenuous, why would you accept when you get caught? The whole name of the game is to never accept when you get caught. No official from any government has ever come out and said, oh, you got me. You got me on that one. You got me on that one. Perfect example, back when Chernobyl happened, Russian, Ukrainian officials weren't like, oh, you got me. There's a nuclear meltdown. Fukushima. Oh, you got me, bro. It's not safe. America plotting to attack Japan and drop nukes. Oh, you got us, bro. It was definitely unmerited. The incursion into Venezuela. Trump never said, oh, you got me. We're going to be attacking Venezuela. They never say that. They're always going to deny. That's the name of the game. That's the name of the game. Deny, 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 deny. Come on, bro. We're not babies. Are we babies? Chat, are we babies? Are we kids? We're just so gullible that we fall for that. The deny, 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 deny strategy. It's stupid as fuck. Owens' campaign following Kirk's September 10th assassination has driven deep divisions within the MAGA influencer world. Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, and comedian David Smith have all defended her to some degree, while Tim Pool and Ben Shapiro have both described Owens' actions as evil, and Nick Fuentes has said she's a narcissist hurting America. I mean, Ben Shapiro for sure was not going to support her, bro. Ben Shapiro's a Zionist. Come on. Tyler Robinson, 22, has been charged with aggravated murder in Kirk's death, and authorities have said bullet castings from the shooting were inscribed with internet and video game memes, including "Hey fascists, catch." Prosecutors have also released text messages between Robinson and his roommate, in which Robinson says he shot Kirk because he had enough of his hatred. Robinson has not yet entered a plea. Like I said, this Robinson kid, he did it. I don't deny that. I don't deny that. Of course he did it. But did he do it out of his own free will, or was he manipulated into doing it? Guys, join me today. Put on your tinfoil hats. And you guys let me know. Do you think that he did it from his own free will, or do you think he was manipulated into doing it? Anyways.
All right, so look.
There's a whole bunch of people are talking about this now, chat. This is like, it's gone viral. It's gone viral. Candace Owens finally exposes the truth about Charlie Kirk. You fucked it up, chat. This is a psyop. It has to be. I don't know. I don't know what to think. Either it's a psyop, or she's mentally ill. She's actually genuinely mentally ill, or she's a really good grifter. Because like I said earlier in the stream, she has been getting 150 to 200,000 people watching her stream live. So it has to be one of those three things. Either she's a grifter, a really good fucking grifter, expert level, god tier level grifter, the ultimate grifter boss. Either she's a grifter, she's a psyop, the whoever actually implemented the assassination of Charlie said, you know what, just to muddy the waters even more, we're going to have somebody come out and say, oh, this has been a planned assassination and there's a cover up, but that person's going to be working for us. And they're just going to start adding more and more and more bullshit into the argument of it being a cover up. So it loses all credibility. Or she's just really fucking mentally ill. She could just be really fucking mentally ill. I don't know. One of the three things, though.
Charlie Kirk thought that he was a time traveler. He told me he was a time traveler, and instead they decided that they could send him to this X-Men school. That's the best way I can describe it. A lot of weird things used to happen to Charlie. He would go on runs. I think I told you guys this, after sundown, and when he was running, street lights would go out. Like it was like he was in a burst of energy, like he was a lightning bolt or something.
All right.
He's talking like Charlie Kirk was Storm from the X-Men. Guys, if you're watching this stream with me right now, you better put on your tinfoil hats, because this is a deep dive. This is a fucking deep dive. He said that Charlie Kirk went to an X-Men school. He had magical powers. He was a time traveler. Oh my God. Let me guess. Magneto was the one who shot the bullet at him. Come on, man. Come on, man. He said he was Charles Xavier. Come on. He says he was the first real life X-Men. Come on, chat. Are you seeing why I said that her argument has lost credibility now, chat? Are you seeing why I said her argument has lost credibility now?
It looks like Candace Owens has the deep state panicking again because she's finally exposed the truth about Charlie Kirk being a time traveler, energy ball X-Men character, which might seem crazy to somebody who trusts the Fed slop narrative, but if you've been paying attention to the Candace slop narrative, you know this all makes sense, and people just think it's crazy because they know Candace is getting close to the truth. I mean, she's right on the money with this, just like with the Egyptian planes, the beekeeper cult, the maroon t-shirts, and Fort Huachuca. Now it's all finally coming together, and the feds know that. That's why they're so worried. Like, once Charlie visits Candace in another
Dr. Kirk.
That's the only reason why people are making fun of her, because obviously the only reason you'd
He was Homelander, basically.
To the dead in their dreams is because you know it's true. So hopefully Candace continues to pursue this, because she's definitely onto something here, and you tell people are worried about her dreams.
Was Operation LOL, Candace has dreams. Why did she talk about her dreams? How dare she discuss her dreams? Only weird people have dreams and then tell others about them.
That's not the argument, Candace. See, this is what pisses me off when people are disingenuous, or maybe she is just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. That is not the argument. Nobody's saying you can't have a dream. You couldn't, she's perfectly fine with coming on her podcast and saying, you know what, I had a dream about Charlie Kirk last night. And I strongly have the intuition that something is not adding up here. But I would like to get more facts and evidence to back up that claim. Nobody has a problem with you saying something like that. The problem is that you're trying to use the dream as evidence to back up that claim. That's crazy. And like I said, let me calm down and really lay out the groundwork for my argument here, chat. Like I said, she's either actually fucking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. She's starting to look like Count Dracula for real. She got the skin complexion. She might as well just get the bowl of Cocoa Puffs right now and start eating that shit. I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Either she's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs or she's A tier, S tier, S++ tier grifter who's just so fucking good at grifting that she got everybody hypnotized. She's making millions of dollars off the grift. Or she's a psyop. It has to be one of those three things. I don't see what else it could be. He says, it was Daffy. This is all real. He says, I think that probably was her goal, but she fucked up the message. Oh, bro, because to say that he had superpowers, you just thrown the whole argument down the drain. You flushed it down the toilet. You took a giant shit on it. Let's say that this really is a cover up, right? Let's say that Charlie Kirk's assassination really has more levels to it than we are aware of. And let's say that you did expose a little bit of the truth. For you to now add this to that recipe, you're cooking the soup, bro. She's cooking, chat. She was cooking. She's cooking the soup. She throws some onions in there. She throws some fucking carrots in there. She throws some fucking beans in there. She adds the water. She adds the flavor. She adds the chicken. She adds the fucking ground beef. She's cooking the stew. That shit's smelling good. Niggas are lining up like, yo, hey, Candace is cooking, bro. She's cooking a great meal. And she says, I got one final ingredient for you guys, chat. The most important ingredient. The most important ingredient to this fucking meal that I'm cooking up for you, chat. She says, guys, you ain't seen nothing. I got the main ingredient to this fucking meal is gonna be fire. Let me add the main ingredient. And she turns around, pulls down her pants, and takes a giant shit in the pot. That's what she just did. That's what she just did, chat. If there was any grain of truth in the cover-up of the assassination of Charlie Kirk, if it's tied to the deep state or Israel or the Israeli deep state or the Mossad or some sort of fucking Clockwork Orange MK Ultra bullshit, you just took a giant shit on all of that. And now you've lost all credibility because this argument that you're making right now on this clip, in this clip, is complete hooey bullshit. Ludicrous. Insane. Asinine. You fucked it up. You didn't stick the landing. You crashed the plane. You crashed the fucking plane. He says, yo, salute, just pulled up. Y'all know who said Charlie Kirk had superpowers, right? The doctor in the official report. They literally said that Charlie's collarbone was superhuman, and that's why there was no exit. Bro, this is so, and I don't mean to laugh, chat. I'm laughing about the way he wrote it. This is just crazy, bro. This is ridiculous, dude.
Dreams are ridiculous. They shouldn't be listened to. So the question becomes, who exactly is making these terrible PR decisions? Like, who thinks, yeah, what we need to do today is we have to attack the dream. Just go at it and do not let up on the dream. I think I know the answer.
I think he's attacking the dream.
Someone who feels personally victimized by the dream. Show of hands, who feels personally victimized by Candace Owens' dreams? And to be honest, it's sort of hilarious that I didn't put two and two together. I was having incredibly vivid dreams.
Are we sure that she's not related to Terrence Howard? She just hit me with the 1 times 1 equals 3. Are we sure she's not related to Terrence Howard, chat? Because she is on some fucking wacky doodle sauce. She's on the wacky doodle sauce, chat.
Because it was every night, stressed me out. I expressed that to my husband through many tears.
Husband's worried. Husband's like, yo, what is she dreaming about? She's dreaming about Charlie Kirk again? He said, yo, he said, baby, what did you dream exactly? Give me the details. Homie's worried that Charlie Kirk's ghost is hitting it from the back. I ain't gonna lie, bro. She getting those fucking phantasmal fucking back shots. Because the way she's talking about this nigga died in September, bro. October, November, December. She's been talking about this for almost 5 months. So don't tell me, I'm convinced that if she's not a grifter and she's not a psyop, Charlie Kirk just hit that shit so good that she can't fucking forget this nigga because she's just talking about this shit nonstop. Husband's worried. If I was the husband, I'd be worried. I'd be worried, chat. I'd be like, damn, bro, you're dreaming about this nigga again? Again? Shit.
He told me that I should consult a priest, which I did.
Yeah, he wants you to get a fucking exorcism. He's like, oh, my girl needs to talk to a priest because this fucking ghost won't let her go, bro. This ghost is hitting her from the back. The ghost is giving her fucking back shots every night, chat. Oh my God.
And we spoke about souls in purgatory. Anyway, today I feel that it is time to tell you the entirety of the repeat dream that I was having in those early weeks. Charlie said to me, I don't have much time. He followed that up explaining to me that I needed to see what happened on his left. And he told me explicitly, they betrayed me, multiple people. And I said, I know, but who? It wasn't until the 3rd week after his death that finally one face came through in this dream. It came through as clear as day from around the corner of the restaurant. And it was Andrew Colvetz.
So turning point.
Andrew Colvetz.
But it turns out Charlie's in purgatory and he's giving Candace the answers to everything in her dreams.
She's on some fucking Blues Clues Scooby-Doo shit, chat. Is this defamation? Can she name drop somebody like that? Because she's essentially accusing the person she just name dropped of killing Charlie Kirk with absolutely no evidence to back that up. Is that, chat? I want to ask both my chats, my main channel and my clip channel. Is that defamation? If you were famous and Candace Owens is name dropping you about the assassination of Charlie Kirk, saying that you were part of the cover up, are you suing? Because I think I'm suing, chat. He says, nah, Candace is super smart. If she said it, it was for a reason. I'm suing for defamation. It's a layup. And you already know she has millions of dollars because she gets millions and millions of views on YouTube. It's a layup. That's free money. Or am I capping here, chat? Is that not defamation? He says she ain't been sued, so it must hold some truth. I think she hasn't been sued because the niggas are like, yo, this chick is mentally ill. Let's just she needs help. I'm not going to bother suing her because I don't want to hurt her financially. Even though the way I see it, it's almost impossible for you to hurt her financially. She's like one of the biggest fucking streamers on YouTube. If she's name dropping my name, chat, I'm suing her to fucking high heaven. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm petty, but I'm suing her to high heaven. I don't care how mentally ill you are. I'm getting that bag because she's getting the bag. Every single time I see her go live, right? She goes live almost every single day, 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. Every time she goes live, she has 200,000 people watching her stream, concurrent. She ends the stream, the video gets 2 million, 3 million views. She's making money, bro. Each one of those videos is getting like 10, more than 10, like $30,000, $40,000. She's making buco bread off of this. So if she's gonna name drop, I'm suing the shit out of her. I'm sorry. Maybe call me petty, call me greedy. I'm coming for the bag.
So they must be freaking out over this. Like Candace.
Super Sen says, I don't sue because I want to clap. How are you going to clap, Super Sen, when Charlie Kirk is up in that bitch? She ain't going to let you crack, bro. You're going to have to wait your turn. Yo, Rob, thank you for joining the stream, bro.
Even texted Andrew Colvet to tell him that she's speaking to Charlie in her dreams and that he told her he was betrayed. And Andrew didn't respond, which obviously means he's guilty. Because everyone knows Candace's dreams are the best way to figure out what happened to Charlie. So
this bitch thinks she's a medium.
I think the jig is up for Andrew. He better pray that Charlie doesn't visit Candace again, because if he does, it's over.
I had to text him and tell him what I saw. And this is the text, just sharing with you so you guys know if this all really happened.
I rarely have vivid dreams, but had one as clear as day this weekend. Charlie came to me and sat down and told me he didn't have much time, but that I needed to know that he was in fact betrayed and that they are hiding what happened to my left. I believe his soul is in purgatory and believe you know much more than you've said publicly or privately. Oh my God, bro. That's great. Chat. The nigga didn't respond because how do you respond to that? Someone's accusing you of killing one of your friends and then doing a cover up. How do you respond to that? I'm leaving that shit on red too.
I said I rarely have vivid dreams, but I had one clear as day this weekend. Charlie came to me and he sat down and he told me that he did not have much time, that I needed to know that he was in fact betrayed and that they are hiding what happened to my left. I believe his soul is in purgatory, and I believe that you know much more.
He says that's the dude that started the satanic church.
Or privately. And Andrew Colvett never answered. Last time Andrew Colvett and I spoke.
So very suspicious stuff going on there. I wonder why he wouldn't respond to such a normal message. You'd think he would know what Charlie's doing in purgatory, but I guess not. He's not a true friend and doesn't really care about him. I think they're just using him for his supernatural abilities, which Candace is starting to figure out. That's why Charlie went to an X-Men type of school and thought he was a time traveler and could turn off lights with his mind. She also started getting a bunch of messages after this from her fans about how they also have supernatural abilities. So investigating Charlie Kirk's death led to Candace discovering that her audience has superpowers, and the feds must be
crazy
over this. They didn't realize they're up against the Avengers.
The weird phenomena is real. Lights break above my head when I flipped a switch. Cabinets slam when I get mad enough, and I can, I don't know, I guess connect with what I can only describe as stars that were.
Who the fuck are you, Matilda? Yo, chat. Everybody who's watching the stream, please put on your tinfoil hats, chat. Please. I want y'all to protect your brainwaves, man. It's not healthy, chat. Put on your tinfoil hats because this one's a doozy.
Respond to my request.
The new X-Men.
Of people reflecting this, that yes, when I run, I was in the GATE program, lights go out. I told you that was something that Charlie said. We're going to talk about this stuff. We're going to talk about the GATE program. We're going to talk about telepathy. We're going to talk about kids running with street lights that are going off.
Who are these kids? 11? Is this fucking Stranger Things? What the fuck? You know, chat? She got us, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. We're in the Stranger Things universe, guys. So what did they do with Charlie Kirk? They took him to the fucking upside down? Vecna got him? The fuck is she on, chat? Oh my God. Delusion, peak delusion. This is so delusional. It's almost comical how delusional it is, bro. She better watch out before they send the Demogorgon after her ass.
And yeah, it's opening up a lot, and I think that it has the government quite nervous.
So I'm sure Candace will get a lot of answers to Charlie Kirk's assassination if she investigates the streetlight phenomenon. There's definitely something there.
He's just crossing the background, just makes it better. I know, Rob.
And he used his time traveler energy powers to destroy them, and that's why he was taken out. Or maybe the streetlights were part of the stolen ancient Sumerian technology that the CIA was using to harness Charlie's time traveler powers to see into the future.
This Project Looking Glass in the CIA, I wonder what they saw. Looking into the future, stealing not Egyptian but Sumerian technology, which is what they did.
Wait, why would they take Sumerian technology? Why don't they just take Atlantean technology? If we're going down this rabbit hole, forget about ancient Egypt, forget about Sumerians, go straight to the source. Let's go to Atlantis. Let's go to Atlantis, chat. Let's go to Agartha, bro. You know, Hollow Earth type shit. At this point, maybe they are in the upside down. If we're going to go down the conspiracy rabbit hole, we might as well go all the way, chat. I come from a land down under. we might as well go all the way, chat. Hollow Earth, fucking flat Earth, hollow Earth, fucking no moon landing. We might as well go all the way. Loch Ness Monster type shit. Fucking Bigfoot. What else? Tooth Fairy, Santa Claus. We might as well go all the fucking way, chat. Forget about Sumerian. Let's go with the Somali technology. Yeah, the Somali technology, Kanai. I'm the captain now.
They're culture vultures. They're thieves. They're glorified thieves.
Oh my God.
people are, and they've always been this since the beginning of history. And they stole some Sumerian technology that allowed them to predict outcomes, and that technology stopped working in 2012. We're going to get into that tomorrow. I find it to be fascinating.
It stopped in 2012 because the Mayan calendar, chat.
I wonder if they saw Charlie Kirk.
So I'm surprised.
They did. They saw Charlie Kirk. They saw Charlie Kirk through the Palantir. You know, they saw him through the Palantir. Gandalf was there too, and they had to beat the wicked wizard of the West. Yeah, chat. It's all making sense now, bro. The CIA, you know, Netanyahu was there too. Netanyahu's actually the Snow King.
Candace didn't tie this into the Egyptian plains. You know, I think that's why they're following him around. It's all starting to add up here. Of course, Charlie was a time traveler that had supernatural powers. And the maroon t-shirt...
It's because they're retarded, Rob.
...around in Egyptian plains tried to kill him because they couldn't control his superpowers anymore. And I think that's what the top secret meeting at Fort Huachuca was about. You know, the one that can't...
Not Fort Huachuca.
This is source, Mitch Snow happened...
The only Huachuca that was happening was when Charlie was hitting that shit from the back.
Also, another development came from that story. Mitch Snow, it turns out, he announced he's actually the son of the Zodiac Killer. So there are a lot of discoveries being made during this investigation. It seems like we're figuring out the truth about everything, except for who killed Charlie Kirk. But we now know he was a time traveler. That's pretty big news. And they're using ancient Sumerian technology that can predict the future. And he was using telekinesis to destroy lights.
If he was a time traveler and he got assassinated, wouldn't he be able to know in the future that he was going to be assassinated, so he'd be able to go back in time and come back and reveal all? Guys, stick with me here, chat. Stick with me here right now. Charlie Kirk, his return is imminent. It's imminent because he was a time traveler, guys. You didn't know? He was a superpowered time traveler from the future. Planet X. Nibiru. So he's about to come back any second now, bro. His return is imminent. His return is imminent. He's going to save himself from the assassin. We just got to hang tight, guys. Bear with me.
Discovered the son of the Zodiac Killer.
Bear with me.
Now, Candace believes she might be an alien sent from another planet that I think was sent here to expose.
She looks like an alien in that fucking photo. I ain't gonna lie. And I know some of y'all niggas out here worrying about if she got some alien pussy. Calm down, boys. Stop being gooners. You degenerates.
Bridget McCrone for having a dick. I think that's what Candace's superpower is. She can spot trans people. So this has turned into like a parody of an X-Men movie.
Charlie Kirk thought that he was a time traveler. He told me he was a time traveler repeatedly. I showed you guys that text message exchange. I said to him in response that I didn't feel the same way and that I thought I was from another planet, that I was an alien my entire life. Just do not get it here. This planet is ghetto. That's how I feel. I don't understand it. The rules don't make sense. I think that's also why I like cats so much. I feel that they can relate to that. They think humanity is ghetto. They don't want to be around us. They don't like us. They know it's ghetto.
You know what they always say? If you want to find the truth about an assassination, follow the cats. Am I right, boys? Or am I wrong? You know what they, hey, 6'7", guys, you know what they say, chat. The cats know. The cats know the truth.
It's ghetto here, right?
Candace also talked about inexplicable occurrences that happen, like deja vu, sleep paralysis, and her getting engaged to her husband in 18 days. Apparently that's an unexplained phenomenon, according to Candace.
Oh, getting engaged to her husband who's super duper influential and wealthy in 18 days is, I can explain that pretty easily, actually. Actually, it's not hard. It's actually pretty easy. How's the saying go? How's the saying go? I bet it was really hard. Actually, no, it's actually wasn't hard at all. Getting married in 18 days to a multimillionaire person with royal ties, yeah, not easy. That's not hard to explain at all. It's called gold digging, chat. Look up the term. This bitch said she found the fucking pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Because it's just so unbelievable that a grifter would want to marry a rich British lord only a couple weeks after meeting them.
And a lot of weird things used to happen to Charlie. He would go on runs. I think I told you guys this after sundown. And when he was running, street lights would go out. Like it was like he was in a burst of energy, like he was a lightning bolt or something. So there are, just in general, all of these inexplicable experiences that we have in life. And they try to make it weird for us to discuss them. Deja vu.
I've never seen that movie before, Sasha.
experienced deja vu. We are certain something happened, that we already did that. Well, guess what? There's no official expert explanation for that. Sleep paralysis, for those of us who suffer that, I had some terrifying experiences before I knew what it was. They don't really give us a full explanation for that.
Yes, they do. Both of the things that she mentioned, there's actually full explanations for. What is she talking about here, chat? She said deja vu and sleep paralysis have no explanation. Let's go with the first one, deja vu. Explanation. Let's see. Cleveland Clinic, Health Essentials. This is just the first website that I clicked on. The strange feeling of deja vu explained. What is deja vu? What causes deja vu? Let's zoom in right here. Deja vu is caused by dysfunctional connections between the parts of your brain that play a role in memory, recollection, and familiarity. It's a misfire that blurs the line between memory and new experiences. In other words, it happens when there's a miscommunication between two parts of your brain, the one responsible for memories, your temporal lobe, and the one responsible for taking in new information, your hippocampus. If there's a problem with how the hippocampus interacts with its surroundings, it can create a false memory that we experience as deja vu. And the truth is, guys, anybody who's smoked weed or done any drugs has experienced deja vu on demand. Like, I don't know what she's talking about. The other one was sleep paralysis. Sleep paralysis explained. This is just 10-second research. Same website. Cleveland Clinical. What is sleep paralysis? How common is sleep paralysis? What causes sleep paralysis? Why does sleep paralysis happen here? Sleep paralysis happens when you regain awareness going into or coming out of rapid eye movement, REM sleep. Your body hasn't fully switched sleep phase or woke up during sleep paralysis. When you're sleeping, your brain sends signals that relax the muscles in your arms and legs. The result, muscle atonia, helps you remain still during REM sleep. As you're in REM sleep stage, you'll likely have dreams. Your brain prevents the muscles in your limbs from moving to protect yourself from acting dreams out and causing injury. Easily explained. Easily fucking explained. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about, chat. She said that neither one of these are explained. It took me 2 seconds to look up a valid, scientific, logical explanation for both sleep paralysis and deja vu. But then again, we're arguing with a delusional person, right? When you can't argue with a delusional person because they're not going to listen. They're just going to make up their own story in their head and believe it. So take that as a grain of salt, right? Take that however you want, chat. He says, OTR, America is going to broke. What's that mean? Maple syrup will become the new gold. What's that mean, Rob? I have no idea what Rob's talking about, but he says, I don't know who's more insane, Trump or her. Did you hear about Trump's threats to impose 100% tariffs on Canada if they make a deal with China? I mean, and this is unrelated to the Candace Owens thing. I do think that that's a bad look, though, Rob. If Canada makes an alliance with China, starts doing a bunch of fucking commerce with China, allows China to infiltrate their infrastructure, it does put us at risk. But 100% tariff is also fucking stupid. So maybe we can get into that later tonight or today, but that's crazy. He says, who do you think took out JFK? Probably Charlie Kirk, Daffy. Probably Charlie Kirk. He probably used his time machine to go back in time, assassinate JFK. So then JFK had to use his time machine to go forward in time to hire an assassin to take out Charlie Kirk. Full circle. Full circle, bro. It all makes sense now.
Similar, also, another example of things that are inexplicable and maybe somehow related to deja vu. The story of how I met my husband. I've told it many times, how I got engaged 18 days later. No one believes me. They don't want to accept it. But I already knew George. That's how I describe it. I saw his face. I know that doesn't make sense, but it happened that way. I looked at my husband's face and I already knew him. It was like a sigh of relief.
So
she looked at his face and she saw the $1 million bills. And she's like, oh, I already know this guy. I know him.
Hopefully Candace keeps.
He says, Candace knows that the story doesn't make sense. You're retarded if you think it does. NW801, do you think that she's grifting then? Do you think this is just a grift? I mean, I already said it before in the beginning of this stream. If this is a grift and she's not mentally ill, she's a top tier expert grifter. She's a top tier expert grifter if this is a grift. He says, no, she's looking for answers. Well, she has a funny way of doing it, man. She has a funny way of doing it. She really does. By the way, guys, Content's Universe was right. Content's Universe was right. I should probably stream on my other channel more often because my other channel has more viewers than the main channel. How the fuck is my clip channel that I don't even post anything to having more viewers than the channel that we're on right now, bro? If you're watching me on Scott Leonard Clips, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to start streaming on this channel more. Anyways, let's get back to the video. That's crazy, bro. It has more channels, more viewers than my main. How does it have more viewers than my main?
Pushing all her theories. She's definitely onto something. This investigation has given us a lot of answers, and I really just want to see how far she could take this. It's been 4 months of investigating Charlie Kirk's death nonstop, and somehow she's still coming up with new theories every day. And people think they're getting crazier, but maybe
they are getting crazier.
They know she's telling the truth, and they're worried. That's definitely what's going on here. So hopefully she keeps pursuing the truth. Like Alex Jones, he's been going nuts over this. I think it's making him physically sick. He said he's trying not to pay attention anymore because it's just driving him insane.
I kind of swore it off about a week and a half ago because, I had a lot of serious stuff to cover and research.
The frogs are making you gay. The frogs are making you gay.
And I'm spending hours a day researching her lies and feeling crazy while I'm doing it. Like.
Yo, you know that you're up shit's creek when Alex Jones is telling you that you're crazy. Chat, when Alex Jones is telling you that you're crazy. Alex says, I don't know what's going on, but I think Candace Owens is off the hot sauce. He says, I feel like I'm losing my mind looking at this bullshit that Candace Owens is putting out. You know that you're crazy, bro. You know you're off your rocker when fucking Alex is disavowing you. That's wild. Jesus Christ. Up shit's creek with no paddle.
Getting mad and depressed for the first time ever.
Mad and depressed.
And like, oh God, I don't notice how evil she is and just how she looks like a demon, like a big gremlin. And then I started noticing all the other lies she was telling. And I was like, oh my God. I asked friends and family. I actually prayed about it. I said, should I disengage? And most people are like, yeah, just the people will figure it out. So I'm like, and then today I'm like, he's like, yeah, the time traveling and the looking glass. And I'm like, you're joking, right? And then I go look it up. It's all true. It's just like, well, so after today, unless there's just something I've got to do, because Nietzsche said, don't look at the abyss too long, you turn into the abyss, or don't fight monsters too long, you turn into them.
That's crazy, bro. When Alex Jones is saying that he doesn't want to look at your shit because he's afraid that he's going to lose his mind, you're fucked. Oh, this is too funny, dude. This is too fucking funny. Too funny. He says Israel and the FBI are in cahoots. This is too funny. He says everyone is missing the big picture with Candace. It's the Kanye West effect. Everyone who hangs out with him goes down this path. Oh, Rob, talking about the Kanye West effect, Sneeko. Maybe after we finish talking about this Candace Owens things, we can jump on a little bit of Sneeko because Sneeko is getting roasted, bro. Everybody turned their back on Sneeko. It's kind of sad. We'll get into that in a second.
I'm swearing her off because it's like watching.
Nick Fuentes is loving this shit, bro. Nick Fuentes is like Littlefinger from the Game of Thrones. He's like, chaos is a ladder. He loves this shit, bro. Look at his face. Look at this little gremlin's face. The little gremlin. I'm gonna start calling him the little gremlin, chat. The Nick Fuentes was born with the fucking victim. What is this fucking? What is the term that people use when you're so small and scrawny? You have no fucking way of protecting yourself. He was born to be a victim. I didn't know he was so tiny, bro, until I saw this fucking clip of them in the club. Myron, Sneeko, fresh and fit. Tristan and Andrew and Clavicular and Nick. Nick is a tiny little fucking dweeb. He was born to be preyed on, bro. He's small. He's scrawny. I thought I was, at least, look, people say I'm scrawny, and I probably am scrawny, but this nigga's really scrawny, and he's not tall either. He's like 5 feet tall. He looked like a fucking hobbit. So he's cooked.
A satanic soap opera. And
Satanic soap opera. I was telling Bailey, I did see this Alex Jones clip a day ago, and I was telling Bailey, I need to get better at coming up with fucking ridiculous shit to say, chat. I'm not good at it yet. I'm working on it. If you guys watch my latest video on my main channel, I'm working on it, right? I said, oh, I don't know why I'm watching a movie about Polar Express wolves that live in North Virginia. See, I can't even do it. I can't do it. These guys, they just make shit up off the cuff. Homie said a satanic soap opera. Like who? How do you come up with this shit? Am I just not creative? I'm just not linguistically creative because I cannot come up off the cuff with just random slop to say. Last night I was watching Gay Reindeers on MSNBC, and I was pretty surprised to see that the Tooth Fairy was actually selling shit eggs. See, that's not even funny. I can't do it. I can't do it. Some people are able to come up with like just fucking random terms and random scenarios that will never exist in real life. And it's funny and it's off the cuff. And that was what he just did. Talking about satanic soap operas. What the fuck is a satanic soap opera, dude?
so after today, you notice last few weeks I barely mentioned her. I'm done.
So maybe she's just trying to drive everyone insane. That's what it seems like, because you look at her show and hear what she's saying and the amount of people that believe everything she says, and it's like, holy
He says
shit.
Scott having to defend another one of his boyfriends.
Obviously, I think she's
Nico's hanging with Fuzi again. It's insane. Oh yeah, I got that clip in the list of things to watch too, Rob.
So I encourage her to keep pushing. I think she's almost there. She almost has the answers. But let me know what you guys think about it all down in the comments. And make sure you check out my Patreon. I just posted a big video on there about how Joe Rogan's friend Kurt Metzger accidentally called out Joe on his own podcast.
This is crazy, dude. Anyways, the title of the video we just watched, if anybody wants to go watch the full thing, is Candace Owens finally exposes the truth about Charlie Kirk. Too Lazy to Try is the name of the channel. Let's look up Alex Jones on Candace Owens. Let's find the clip. Is there a new clip here? 3 weeks ago, Alex Jones exposes Candace Owens 5 different stories. There's not something new. Was the clip that we just watched old? This week, let's see. 7 days ago. Maybe it's this one. Just watch a little bit of it.
I'm Jordan and Stan. You guys are safe.
Oh my God, I don't want to hear this guy's
We
commentary.
don't care what Mitch Snow did. We have to listen to him turn on his military record where he broke his back. None of that's true. And then it came out. He said in early December, I am the son of the Zodiac Killer, and did shows about it and everything. Then when that comes out, they go, oh, they've hacked his account. Alex Jones has done it. And later they go, no, actually he did interviews about it. They go, well, maybe he is the son of the Zodiac Killer. Plus, he's got the DNA. No one knows who it is. No one has his DNA. But don't worry, Mitch just got his DNA. I mean, it's the classic disinfo to bring him in and then have him say he's Santa Claus to discredit it all. I don't see this being done accidentally. The fact that she fished him out, and the fact that she went after RFK Jr. during his confirmation with Mossad and this woman in this car with no
Tried to hurt
proof.
the Trump
It was so
administration.
hard pushed everybody's phones, and of course none of it was true. I mean, so I see something there more sinister, Nick. I really do.
Why is his voice so fucking deep? Is the nigga really the son of the Zodiac Killer? The guy who came out and said he was the son of the Zodiac Killer? But what does that have to do with anything either? It has nothing to do with anything. He says RFK and Alex got the same voice. I can't make that voice. That voice, no, RFK's voice is worse, bro. RFK's voice is worse. RFK sounds like he's fucking swallowing a cactus when he talks.
See, Alex, here's the thing. He has some points to make about Candace's stories and shit like that. Because a lot of it seems flimsy. Or
I don't want to hear this guy's commentary. Where can I find the original video, chat? Is this on Nick Fuentes' Rumble channel? Maybe. Because I kind of don't want to watch this fucking video with the guy's commentary. I just want to watch the fucking clip of Alex and him talking about it. Also, I don't understand how some of these channels, this guy who's talking sounds boring as hell.
And hopes the audience forgot he said it.
I mean, I'm boring, but this guy's double boring, bro. Talk about boring. Alex Jones and Nick Fuentes and Nick Fuentes on Candace. If we can't find it on YouTube, I'll go to Google and find it. I just want to find a little clip. Nick Fuentes and Alex Jones criticize Candace Owens' conspiracy theories. Maybe it's this one.
I know you've been a critic of Candace Owens. I just know that when one issue that is like a soap opera that can't be answered because there is questions, but then it's just this endless factory of never getting to the answers. What do you think of this whole fiasco?
Well, I think she's an amateur conspiracy theorist. I think that she's somebody who, for many years, she had other people writing her script for her. She had Ben Shapiro writing her script. She had Charlie Kirk writing her script. And it was easy enough to go and say that
Oh, I think Charlie Kirk was writing something else for her. But what I was going to say is that, no, Alex Jones is not boring. The guy who was doing the commentary on the video, he was extremely boring.
People are going to vote Republican for Blexit.
He says the guy in the corner, Lamau.
Supposed to say a Daily Wire. Now that she writes her own script and she sort of glommed onto this conspiracy stuff.
I'm not going to lie, Daffy. I was going to make a video about this guy in the corner. I don't know if this is the same guy. I think this is the same guy. He has multiple channels. When you go to Nick Fuentes on YouTube, right? Look, if you pull up, let's open up another tab. If you pull up Nick Fuentes on YouTube, I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about here. This channel, I was going to make a video about it because I said that this one, Urge Viral, this guy's channel, this guy, I wanted to make a video. I'm assuming that this guy here is probably the same guy. Did I lose the fucking... It's probably the same guy with multiple different channels. And I wanted to make a video about him because I hate... Look, I do reactions, right? You guys are watching me right now. I'm doing a reaction. But I feel like my reactions are me actually like giving you guys like my insight, talking about what's going on, trying to give a breakdown, trying to add nuance to the conversation, trying to be insightful, trying to add value, actually talking, actually putting in effort. This guy's channel is just him sitting in the corner of the screen. It's just him sitting in the corner of the screen and
I saw this from Jimmy
nodding.
Taking the Candace Owens.
All he does is sit in the corner of the screen and nod, make gestures. Once in a while, out of a 30-minute video, he'll probably talk 1 minute, 2 minutes. And it's like, this gives reaction channels a bad name because like you're not even putting any effort into this, bro.
It's Kool-Aid. He invited me on his show, canceled the day of, said, I got to do my research on you. Then he's talking to Loopy. Then he's talking to Fruit Loops, Candace Owens, who's totally insane. Didn't need a background check for her. Didn't need a fact check. Didn't need to do his due diligence for her. And now he's just, I guess, uncritically pumping out this garbage. Did you see the latest Candace Owens theory? I saw, and I promise I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but seriously. Today, she's talking about remote viewing, which for those that don't know, her latest theory is that Charlie Kirk is using ancient Sumerian technology, you know, Sumer, the ancient Fertile Crescent civilization from the dawn of history. She says that the CIA, through Project Looking Glass, acquired ancient Sumerian technology, which allows them to see the future. And the CIA has been tracking Charlie Kirk since his childhood because they identified him early on as a gifted child. So they have been handling him and grooming him since he was a little boy. And the reason that Charlie Kirk knew that he was going to die is because he saw the future using this ancient technology.
See what I mean? And you can watch this whole video and this guy will not talk almost at all. He won't add any insight, no nuance, no commentary, no opinion. And it really just rubbed me the wrong way. So I'm like, I'm going to make a video about reaction channels because this is ridiculous, bro. This is actually ridiculous. But at the same time, I got to say, at least it's good that he's uploading the Nick Fuente shit to YouTube because he's like the only channel that actually uploads it to YouTube. But at least add some fucking value to this video, bro, because this ain't it. This ain't it. Anyways, back to the fucking Alex Jones one that we were watching. It's such a grift. These guys are grifting, but you're grifting on the grifters.
It's like you say, she really doesn't know how to create a theory, a conjecture, a postulate. She doesn't know how those things work. And you're right. If there's going to be some sort of grand conspiracy, you compartmentalize it. You don't get 2,000 people in a room from France, Israel, Egypt, the admin, this and that law enforcement agency and Turning Point and say, all right, everybody, so we're going to plant the explosive microphone and then we're going to do this and then you compartmentalize it. And you probably have a handful of people on a need-to-know basis. And maybe it's one faction of one intel agency. That's typically how these things unfold. But this is a person who is really just looking at anything based on other heuristics, like, well, Charlie wanted to audit Turning Point, so it's a cover-up of a money thing. And, oh, there was some foreign people with foreign phones in the audience. Oh, it's a foreign intelligence conspiracy. And just kind of going based on things that we've seen in the past, similar patterns.
She's spitballing is what she's doing, Nick. She's spitballing. She's just accusing everybody of everything with no evidence based off of her own conjecture. And it's embarrassing. Low key, unfortunately, I got to admit, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
Putting them all together into, I don't even know what the theory is at this point.
And the truth is that if the CIA or Mossad or any of these groups wanted to kill Charlie Kirk, they don't need to do anything. Any of the plotting, all that shit you just mentioned, they don't need to do it. You guys are thinking too complicated. This is not a movie, bro. This is real life. And in real life, they don't need to do any of that shit. They just find an idiot on the internet who already doesn't like Charlie Kirk and they convince him to do the crime. That's all. Just like the killer said, oh, all my friends on Discord were telling me that it was a good idea. All his friends were probably Mossad agents pretending to be normal people. Right now in my chat, I probably have a few fucking spies trying to convince me to do some sort of crime. In the future, some MK Ultra bullshit. They don't need to fucking do any advanced high level fucking takedown to kill someone. They just find an idiot who doesn't like him already and convince that person to do it. And when I say convince the person to do it, I don't mean with money or bribes or threats or anything like that. I mean, they just talk to the person and just egg them on. Oh, bro, you know what would really be sick? If somebody took out Charlie Kirk. If somebody had the balls to take out Charlie Kirk, that person would be an American hero. Bro, I'm just waiting for somebody to do it, bro. That person would be a god amongst men. And they just tell that person that kind of stuff over and over again for a few months. And little by little, the person... Yo, Rob, you ain't right for that one. He says, open the window, be free. See, Rob might be the fucking CIA agent in the chat. He's trying to add the subliminal message. For months, he's been telling me the same thing. He's been like, yo, Scott, don't you want to fly like a bird? He says, Scott, don't you want to drink a Red Bull? I see you drinking a Red Bull, Scott. You know Red Bull gives you wings. He says, Ethica is waiting for you, Scott. He says, you'll be remembered forever, Scott. You'll have the clout. But we laugh about it. You know what's crazy, Rob? We laugh about it, but that's really how it works, bro. That's really how it works. They go in, they find a loser who has low self-esteem and who doesn't know what he really wants, and they convince that person that it's a good idea to go do it. The trans girlfriend that the guy had, who knows? Maybe that person's in on it. They might have had he could be their handler. They send them out. Oh yeah, go convince him. Make this guy fall in love with you somehow. And then convince him to do it. His friends. It's really not that complicated, bro. There's enough people on the internet, you can always find a sucker to convince to do something.
False,
and it's like you say.
False pattern recognition. But you're almost being too kind here. there was a sophistication, whoever, I think she is having somebody advise her, the sophistication, kind of the cute.
This guy who's been supporting her, John Mappin. I don't know why nobody's talking about John Mappin, the Scientologist, the heir to the jeweler that creates the crown jewels for the British royal family. He allegedly introduced her and her husband. He's been so supportive. She retweets him. He's writing letters to her. He was best friends with Charlie Kirk. His wife is from Russia. I don't know why nobody's talking about that guy. No one's talking about George Farmer.
I mean, to tell you the truth, Rob, you're kind of right. Rob is trying to convince me for real. You're kind of right, bro. If I did it, I would trend on LSF. I'd make the news. I'd go viral. I'd be infamous, bro. I'd be that guy, that one streamer. And then the crazy thing is that after I do that, everybody would go back. They would go to my channels. They would go back. They would watch all of my videos. And every single one of my videos would have hundreds of thousands of views. Is there a way I can fake it? That would, if I were, you know what I need to do, chat? Man, I should fake it, bro. If I could only fake it. If I could fake it, that would be fucking ideal, bro. Can you imagine? Can you imagine I go to some other place with a window like that, but it's only one floor, and I fake it and I jump through that fucking window. I record it. I pre-record it. I jump through that window, and then people think that it's in my apartment, and then I'm jumping from like a 10, 20 fucking floor building. But in reality, I just jumped out of a 1-story building window. And then that somebody posts the clip. It goes super viral. People go to my channel, they subscribe, they watch all the videos. And then I come back and it was just fake. He says, there is a dream. No need to fake it. Just open the window. No, for real though. If I could figure out how to fake it, that would be fucking ideal, bro. Shit. Because it is infamy. And it would go viral and everybody would look up my channels. They'd watch all my videos. I'd be the most well-known streamer and then I could come back and when I come back, people will get so mad because they'll be like, he faked his own death. And it will go even more viral and I'll get even more people. He says, didn't Neon do this? Yeah, but Neon just pretended like he had cancer or something.
They all met through Turning Point UK. So you have Turning Point USA. She met her husband through Turning Point UK. She made a bag off of Turning Point USA and Turning Point UK. So there's definitely something suspicious going on there. Maybe a foreign intelligence play of its own, talking about the French and the French president and the French president's wife and France's involvement in this. So there could be some sophistication there. And I would say to the extent that there is a conspiracy, no one's talking about the Mormon mafia.
This is like a crazy rabbit hole. The Mormon mafia. The Mormon mafia. Is that even a real thing?
There's some grand conspiracy to kill Charlie Kirk. I think, like you say, it's Tyler Robinson. And when you saw him make his court appearance, he's wearing a trans tie. And
just want to mention, I'm not sure whether I fully agree with what
this guy talks.
Nick is saying with regards to that, but I do also on that same hand, I do think there is a serious problem with violence on the radical left. That's in the UK as well.
Okay, I wasn't expecting the guy in the mask to actually say something. Okay, it's not the other guy; it's a different guy.
His parents, where are the people like trying to defend him? It doesn't even make any sense. To the extent that there is a cover-up, it would be about the Mormon mafia because the killing happened in Utah. Turning Point is a Mormon organization. It's Utah Public Safety that's doing the investigation. I never even heard of that on her show. She never even talks about that. Instead, she's talking about her dreams and beekeepers and...
Wait, Turning Point is a Mormon organization? Time out. I should have done some research on this shit, chat. Turning Point is a Mormon. Let me go to the Turning Point website because that's crazy. I didn't know that. Turning Point USA. I was about to say because I don't know that they're Mormons. I didn't think they were Mormons. Charlie's Vision, America's Future, the fight continues. Damn, bro. They're milking this chat. How do you feel about this, guys? How do you guys feel about this? They got Charlie Kirk here, and they got a donate button right underneath him. That feels scummy. That feels kind of scummy. Yeah, this is not a. I think you're right, Daffy. I think he said he meant to say it is not a Mormon organization. You're selling T-shirts in loving memory of our founder and CEO Charlie Kirk. Damn, bro. It's crazy. The world we live in is wild. He says, Charlie died on my birthday, September the 10th. The world that we live in is wild, bro. Where you can die, and the niggas that were your niggas, yes, they supposedly mourned you, but they also milked the shit out of it. They're asking for donations. They got your photo up. They're like, yo, we got to capitalize on the momentum. That's crazy.
You know, almost everything else. So,
and by the way, I'm not bashing Mormons in general. A lot of them are great conservative people, but if you know about intelligence and study politics, the Mormons have percentage the highest number in federal law enforcement and intelligence. So all you're saying is in Utah, that area, it's a zone where you could definitely, if you wanted to change the outcome of something, do it.
Exactly.
Damn, bro. These guys are just spitballing too. It's the Mormons. It's the Jews. It's Mossad. It's fucking CIA. Who is it, chat? Who is it? Maybe it really was just some fucking random trans guy. I don't even know, bro. This shit is so confusing. I just wanted to cover it because I just saw that Candace Owens was just going stupid with it. She was going dumb stupid with it. I had to cover that shit. I thought it was kind of amusing. I thought it was kind of disturbing. Both. Mixture of both. What else? What time is it? It is 1:56. I've been on for 1 hour, 49 minutes. I want to jump on this Nico thing. Oh, Candace Owens is live right now. Is she? Is my YouTube bugging? Let me refresh this because it looked like she was live right now. Yeah, she's not live. I don't know why it was saying she was live. She was live 1 day ago, 1.3 million views. Yo, her channel is crazy, bro. He says she never is actually live. She's a ghost, Daffy. You didn't know? She's a time traveling ghost. She actually goes back in time and removes the videos when she posts them. Oh, she changed her thumbnails. She has a new format. I mean, on a serious note, guys, I do look up to her as a content creator. Just because look at her. Look, I'm going to show you guys something really quick. Shit, I want to do that. I'm going to show you guys something really quick. Some of y'all already know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to show you guys anyway. As a content creator, I do look up to her because if you look at her channel, she has consistency. Candace Owens, 5 million subscribers. You look at her consistency, right? All of her thumbnails and her titles and her captions all fit the same outline. And I really do think that this is part of why she's successful at this. So I've been following her pattern, bro. I've been following her suit. Chat. You go to my channel now, go to my videos. I've been following her suit. I'm on the Candace Owens train. Look at my channel now, chat. It's consistent. Is it going to work for me? I don't know. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But I'm trying to be as consistent as I can. My live streams, same shit. He says, would you hit if I was single? Hit it and quit it. I would hit it and quit it. If you're watching to the 10, 12 people on my other channel, the clip channel, this is my main channel over here, guys. That's why nobody on my clip channel is talking. But if you're wondering who I'm talking to, guys, over there, I'm talking to the people on my main channel. It's just Scott Leonard, the main channel. So feel free to come over here and subscribe if you guys want to support the main channel. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. What was her last live about? The Scottsdale witch trials. Erica's Inquisition. Turning Point USA employees fired for what? Damn, she's going crazy with it, guys. I'm not even gonna lie. She's going wild with it. She's going wild with it. I would like to sit down and watch some of these videos, but I think we should wrap up the Candace Owens segment. My takeaway on the Candace Owens situation is that she started off being pretty compelling, and she just went too far with the conspiracies. And what I've noticed with people who talk about conspiracies is that they tend to start off very reasonable, and little by little, they work their way up into delusion. And they start to just talk gibberish. And she's at the point where she's talking gibberish now. And if she's genuinely interested in finding the truth, this is not the way to do it. She's just taking a giant shit over any person who could actually bring up some valid evidence. And it kind of makes her claims get washed down the drain. I can't take a person that's talking about magic power serious. Who can? Do you blame me for that, chat? Serious question, guys. Do you blame me for not taking her serious? It's all fun and games until you get hurt. That's all. It says, we are just here. We are all just visitors here, our own device. Why can I not read? And why is my throat? Have I been yelling? Let me calm down. He says, you think she actually buys her own shit? I don't know, Daffy. I would hope not. I think, to be honest, I would rather her be a grifter than be psychotic. Because this obsession has gone pretty far. She's off the reservation with this one, guys. She ran off the fucking reservation with this one. He says, did she get sued by France? I don't know. I didn't hear about it. Did she? Just a little side note. This is my other channel, Scott Leonard Clips. This is the channel where a moment ago we had like 13 people watching on the other channel. Contents might be right, bro. Daffy. I don't want to make you sick to your stomach, but contents might be right. Because there's more people watching on the other channel than my main channel. My main channel has 5,000, almost 6,000 subscribers. And the channel with 100 subscribers is getting more viewers than my main channel. How's that even possible? Algorithm is cooked. He says, contents is a G. He says, beautiful rock song. I don't know what that means. Okay, let's jump on this Sneeko and Fuzi video. He says, you want contents to be right or else you would just stream on both. I am streaming on both, Supercent. I'm literally on both right now. We're live on both channels.
So chat, Fuzi message.
Okay, so let's jump on this video. Apparently, Sneeko and Fuzi are back together. Sneeko finally reunites with Fuzi. He posted this 14 hours ago. Let's see. Let's see what happened.
Earlier this way, and you sent it a good text. And you know, I do, you know, I do miss you.
Pause. He says, I miss you.
I mean, I miss you too. I'm Jed. Like, I think about you often in the brotherhood we have.
Hey, pause, dude. Homie said, I think about you often. Oh, bro. Oh, brother.
But no, I genuinely meant every word that I said in the text that I sent you today. And I know you know, but it's very, like, when you look at the internet, very hard.
This guy Daffy, yeah, sometimes.
On your side with it, because it looks like that's not the case at all, but it was just a reminder, a kindly, gentle reminder to you to let you know that people are, and like, you know, you're like, I love the sweater, only fear God. Like, you standing in your truth, you standing in your principles and morals, you not folding to protect whatever it is that you have, like, it's seen and it's appreciated, and I think it's worth more than anything else that anybody in this situation that you went through is doing right now.
For the people who don't know the backstory, what happened is Uzi, Nico, they broke ties. I don't want to say they were enemies. They're not enemies, but they broke ties, right? Sneeko didn't want to deal with Fuzi. But unfortunately for Sneeko, last week, him, Nick Fuentes, Myron Gaines, Fresh and Fit, Andrew Tate, Tristan Tate, Justin Waller, Nick Fuentes decided to go to a club in Miami and play the Kanye West Hi Hitler song. And out of that whole disarray, for some reason, Sneeko was pointed out and Sneeko was thrown under the bus. Let me take this tinfoil hat off my head really quick. Sneeko was thrown under the bus, right? Sneeko was thrown under the bus. And unfortunately for Sneeko, nobody is defending him. Every single person that was there, every single person in that group that was at the club with Sneeko has turned their back on Sneeko. Aiden Ross has turned their back on Sneeko. Myron Gaines refuses to defend Sneeko publicly. Nobody is fucking with Sneeko right now. So it looks like Sneeko's at the bottom of the barrel. He's at the bottom of the barrel. And he did what a person who's desperate does. He reached out to FuziTube. He reached out to Fuzi. Damn. Nico must be desperate. If he's reaching out to Fuzi, if he's amending that relationship, then he must be down bad. He must be down bad, bro. He must be down bad. And it's crazy how, you know, there are no friends in this industry, bro. That's what I keep trying to tell you guys. There are no friends in this industry. You might think you're friends with somebody, but if somebody else has more clout than you and that person does something bad and they want to throw you under the bus, ain't nobody going to be on your side. They betrayed Sneeko dirty, all because of Andrew Tate and Tristan. Andrew and Tristan backstabbed him, front stabbed him, side stabbed him, threw him in the dirt, spat on him, took a giant shit on his chest. They had him so fucking down bad that he had to go running back down to Fuzi. He says, and Clav is supporting him. Clav is the only one that mentioned anything, and I haven't really seen Clav's takes, to be honest. He says he came, but a cop that didn't like him told him he wasn't allowed. He says, put some respect on Fuzi's name.
I appreciate it big time. And I think can you read what you said? I think it was there was some value in there.
Yeah, I said, keep your head up, stay strong. You standing for something and not folding or compromising your word or values to protect yourself is worth more than anything anyone else can say for themselves. Be mindful of everything being shown to you right now and remember it all. Don't forget these lessons. The shaitan is at full play against you, and it's seen in so many individuals right now spreading their bullshit rhetoric. It's pathetic. Don't drop your crown.
It's not that the fucking shaitan is against him. It's because you pick bad friends. You pick backstabbers, Sneeko. And the truth is, birds of a feather flock together. So him and Fuzi becoming friends again, that shit ain't gonna last. That's not gonna last. Sneeko is desperate, bro. And I like Sneeko. I already told you guys, in this whole situation, in this drama, I'm on Sneeko's side. I think that they did Sneeko dirty. I'm on Sneeko's side, but the problem, like I said, is that birds of a feather flock together. And the moment that Sneeko's back up, he's going to forget all about Fuzi again, bro. And Fuzi's another guy who can't be trusted. Fuzi's another guy who can't be trusted. So this is not a good look either. This is a bad look too. No matter how you look at it, it's a bad look too.
I think you're spot on, man. Alhamdulillah. That was
Go. You know what Sneeko needs to do? Sneeko needs to get out of this circle. You're in a circle, bro. Go find a different group of people. Go make new friends. Go do something different. Because this is not it, brother. These people are not worth salt. He says, thoughts of a feather thought together. He says he's banned from everywhere in Miami. He's banned everywhere in Miami, exactly, Gray. And he lives in New York too, and New York has tons of fucking Jews. So I'm pretty sure that when he goes back up to New York, he's also going to get some fucking shit on him. He says, I always tripped that people found this type of content watchable. I don't care about none of these people you ever talk about, not once. You know why I care about it, Super Cent? It's because I find it interesting from a social perspective, bro. And there are lessons to be learned here. He says, Fuzi is never streaming again. There's lessons to be learned here. He says, I like talking to everybody in the chat when we talk about politics and world events.
You know, I appreciate you saying that. And I'm glad to see you doing well. I was wondering, you know, how long or if it was going to be long-standing, but you've been locked in for quite a while.
I know, and you know, I actually, because I remember a comment you made, and I, again, like, obviously.
Oh no, Super Cent, that's his yeah, that's Super Cent's preference. I respect that. I respect that, bro. I mean, I don't think that everything is for everyone.
It's warranted. You had said, like, you know, I see that he's, you know, he's different right now, changed, whatever.
And I appreciate the people who don't fuck with this kind of content and stick around, you know, to see my commentary or whatever. I appreciate it. He says, when something happens, I always check to see what your thoughts are on it. Yeah, I appreciate it, bro.
But I can't ever go back when somebody shows you who they are, and it's only a matter of time until he reverts. And I always use that as like a thing to myself as a reminder of like, don't go back, keep going regardless. So like, and yeah, people are still commenting saying it's only a matter of time, not realizing it's been over a year.
Yeah, I just want to say, like, everything, man, I forgive you. And I understand, like, people go through things mentally, and it doesn't define who you are. So I'm really happy to see you be on a better path.
No, I appreciate that a lot. But yeah, there are certain, I don't even want to say any names. I don't want to involve myself in that way, but there are certain rhetorics and perspectives being.
I mean, Ahmed, he might not. I don't know. I'm not that invested in what Fuzi does. But like he just said, usually it's very hard for a person to change their ways, right? If you're a bad person, if you do bad things, if you just have a rotten, degenerate personality and you try to change that personality, you might be able to pull it off for a few months. You might be able to break your addiction for a few years, a few months. You might be able to change temporarily, but it's very easy for you to revert back to your original base form, you know, to your original base characteristics, because you've already built up years and years and years and years of routine. And it's very hard for a person to change who they are. It's extremely hard. You can't teach an old dog tricks. You've already been programmed. You've already been mentally conditioned. You're not going to wake up one day and be a different person and then be able to maintain that. It's like going on a diet, you know? A lot of people, it's like going on a diet. It's like me trying to not be materialistic, chat. A guy like me, people tell me, oh, Scott, you're materialistic. Scott, you're this, you're that, blah, 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 blah. You're shallow. And I might want to change that one day, right? And say, okay, I'm not going to be materialistic anymore. I'm going to be humble. I'm going to go live in a fucking commune with a bunch of fucking hippie bums and be a base tier human, right? And I might be able to pull that off for a few months, maybe even a few years. But at some point, I'm going to revert because that's not who I am. And the problem that Sneeko faces is that Sneeko seeks out people who are a projection of who he is. And if he's a wishy-washy, shaky person, he's going to go find wishy-washy, shaky people to be around. So he can't be surprised when those people turn their back on him because that was a given from the get-go. I mean, look, he's going through a lot right now. And look at the person that he chooses to reach out to, Fuzi, of all people. Is it a coincidence? Maybe a little bit. But more than anything, it probably goes back to the personality type. He's jumping from the pot to the fire. But I promise you, he probably can't see that. He says, I think Sneeko and Fuzi would be good, to be honest. No, they won't be good, Ahmed. They won't be good. Fuzi's on his arc of quote unquote redemption. But at any moment, he could revert back to being the fucking old Fuzi that he was. Like, it's good for content. Sneeko and Fuzi together is good for content. But for mental health and personal growth, not a chance. Not a chance. Supercent says, but you'll be covering Rakai, Fuzi, Sneak Ass, or nobodies like Rick or Hex, and I'm let down. Well, I try to mix it up. Supercent. You know, this kind of stuff for me, this kind of content for me is fun, bro. Not everything can be seriousness. Not everything can be doing research. Not everything can be super analytical. Sometimes we have to have fun. And that's what these kind of segments are for me. These kind of segments are fun for me. It's me relaxing, being able to talk about nothing. Because talking about Sneeko, Fuzi, Myron Gaines, all of these quote unquote influencers, it's not substantial. It's not important. It doesn't require research. It's like having fun. That's how I see it.
Sneeko should help smaller streamers. Collaborate.
Yo, thank you for the $2 donation, Supercent. He says, yeah, I wish I could collaborate with Sneeko. To be honest, if I collaborated with Sneeko, I would probably blow up, bro. My channel would blow up. I would have so many fucking viewers. My shit would be going crazy if I was a collaborator with Sneeko. So I think that it would be good. It would be a good look, but will that happen? Probably not. It probably won't. So I just got to get on my grind. The truth is, I just got to get on my grind. But back to what I was saying, Supercent. The reason why I don't always cover politics and heavy hitting news is because I need to have segments where I'm having fun and relaxed too. And a lot of the times when I'm covering that heavy news, that shit sometimes stresses me out a little bit. Because when I'm covering politics and news, I don't want to misspeak. I don't want to talk out of my ass. I don't want to embarrass myself. I don't want to spread misinformation. So I feel a little bit more tense. And when I'm tense like that, the streams just don't hit the same way because I'm overthinking it. But I'm overthinking it because I don't want to give you guys misinformation. Or at least not have a perspective that I don't fully believe in. Right? Like, I can be wrong, but at least I believe what I'm saying when I'm wrong. I don't want to be wrong and misspeak. He says, if you're having fun, then stop complaining and comparing yourself to others. I mean, I'm just being myself. I have that personality, bro. I have the personality of comparing myself to others. He says, do you really think I come here for the real information? Wait, Rob, you're telling me that I'm not your news source? You're telling me that I'm not the source of truth in your reality? And you don't hinge on my every word and take it as fact? Damn, I'm hurt. I'm hurt, man. I thought you were out here taking notes on what I say and you were telling other people. Scott Leonard Scott Leonard said in his stream last night, you're telling me you're not doing that? He says, I'll be broke. I mean, shit, if you followed me on my trading journey, you would be. If you followed me on my trading journey, you'd have no money. He says, it's like I said, I come for real takes on stuff. Obviously, I go off. He says, have fun again. Stop being stressed out and gay. I'm not gay, but I do get stressed out. I do admit that. I don't know why I get so stressed out, bro. It's because I'm trying too hard. I was telling Bailey last night, we were watching Philion. I was telling her, Philion is a good streamer, right? He's a great streamer. And in my books, Philion should be bigger than Asmongold. He should be bigger than Hassan. But he's not bigger than Hassan. And he's not bigger than Asmongold because he tries too hard. And I think that I fall into the same category of streamers who try too hard. I try too hard. Even right now, while I'm talking to you guys, I'm looking at my screen and I was thinking to myself, okay, I started watching this video about Sneeko and Fuzi, right? And now I'm yapping and I've left the video. And how is that going to look later? Like if I try to make a clip or go back, how is that going to look? And it's like, why do I care? Like, it's not that deep. I'm over here sitting down thinking, I'm talking to you guys and I'm distracted. I'm not in the moment. I'm thinking, I'm watching this video about Fuzi and Sneeko, but now I'm talking to the chat and it's going to make the video look weird. And I'm not going to be able to get a clip of it. And I'm worrying about it. Whereas the good streamers, they don't worry about anything. He says, start doing what you say rather than yapping. He says, you flip-flop too much. He says, you said this so many times. He says, Scott, you need to smoke some cigarettes for that voice. He says, still denying the truth, Lamau. I'm not, Daffy, I'm not. The fuck? He says, who is Philion? Philion is another streamer. Philion Third Eye Global. He's one of the people who kind of inspired me to start streaming, to be honest. And he does really entertaining streams. He's actually pretty funny, but he's not a big streamer. And the reason he's not a big streamer is because he's doing the exact same thing that I do. He tries too hard. And what I need to be able to do is, for example, right now my throat is dry. I need to get water. And I'm sitting here thinking like, oh, if I get up and go get the water, people are going to be like, oh, he's not in front of the camera and they might leave. And I'm worrying about it. And it's like, no, what I need to do is I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to be mentally strong enough to be able to walk away from the screen, drink my water, talk at my own pace, and just relax. Can't try that hard. Trying hard in this game is what kills you. He says, because you're too lazy to just make a 10-minute video. Stop trying to make clips and videos out of each stream. It makes streams unwatchable, to be honest. He says, being broke is turning Scott into a real nigga. Wait, what? He says, yeah, then you'll tell us we ain't real viewers. We don't clip. We don't promote. That's not to everyone, Super Cent. That's only to, when I say that, I hope you guys don't misunderstand what I'm trying to say when I say that. When I say that, it's to the people who don't do anything. If you're in the chat, chatting and you're donating and you're talking and you're engaging, that's fine. When I say that, I'm talking to the people who don't do anything. The people who are in here doing like literally nothing, because you guys, you know, there's probably about 10, 15 people that chat and engage, right? And then there's like 100 people. There's like 100 or 200 people who don't do anything at all. And I can look at my analytics and see that those people come here every day. The 100 people, when the stream ends, right? If you go back and you look at the video, you'll see the view count will be like 150, 200. Those 100 to 200 people, they're in here every single day, and they don't clip. They don't even chat in the chat. I get it. They're probably watching this on their TV. I understand. I know you don't want to pull out your phone and jump in the chat. You're watching it on your TV. I get it. But at least do something for me. Clip. I don't know. So I'm not talking to the people who are always in the chat talking and having fun. You guys are the best viewers. I'm talking about the viewers that don't say anything or that barely talk. He says, if, shut the fuck up and start having fun again. He says, they are giving you their time. Nobody works for you. You sound ungrateful as fuck. Wait, I'm not paying them? Maybe I am ungrateful, Rob. You know, maybe I am ungrateful. Because somebody else was telling me that a few days ago, and I was like, what? Maybe I am. What I do know is that for some reason, I hate to say it, tonight when we do our stream, tonight, by the way, did you see what the topic of tonight's stream was? How do you guys feel about that topic, chat? How do you guys feel about tonight's topic? He says, how many clips does Codes guy have on LSF? None yet. Was Rob in here the night that we had Christian Codes on? Were you in here, Rob? Were you in here when we had the Discord call with Christian Codes? Daffy says, don't care, to be honest. He says, sometimes it's a viewer's first time in chat, and you'll be insulting the viewers that are in chat. They love that shit, Super Cent. Don't tell me y'all don't love getting insulted, bro. I'm convinced that viewers love to be insulted, because I've noticed that all of the streamers that blow up, they be insulting their chat. I'm nice to you guys. I'm too nice, actually. I'm too nice to the chat. When I go and I watch a Hasanabi stream or an Asmongold stream or any of those people, bro, they be like saying a bunch of crazy shit to their chat. The chat loves to get insulted, bro. To all the people on my other channel, Scott Leonard Clips, I need to start insulting them too. Rob says, yes, for parts. He says, he said basically everything I've been telling you. I need to go back and clip that up, because there were some parts in that conversation that were so crazy. There were some parts in that conversation that were so crazy, it would have made for very good clips. But I haven't had a chance to go back and do that yet, right? I need to. He says, you came at me once. I was like, what the fuck? What, I came on you? Damn, I'm sorry, Daffy. Oh, no, that wasn't Daffy. That was Amid. I'm sorry, Amid. You need a towel? Do you need a towel yet? Pause. That was a joke. He says, see, I can care less because I give it to you, but not everyone built like that. He says, what's outside the window? Can we go see? Outside the window is just a lake and some buildings. I live in the city, Spencer. I literally live in a building. He says, my point with Codes Guy is he has 0 clippers and still destroying you. Oh, Rob, but I think it's because I don't think I don't think it's because of the content per se. I think it's because my algorithm on this channel is messed up. Because even a moment ago, my other channel, right, the Scott Leonard Clips channel, when we were just doing the Candace Owens segments, had like 15, almost 20 people in it. And I looked at this channel, and this channel only had like 7 people. So I don't know. I think my channel is cooked. The algorithm is sending it to like weird people. Right now, we have, how many people do we have in this stream right now? We have 6 people on here. The other channel died down a little bit. It only has 4 people right now. But I promise you, if I start watching videos and talking about a bunch of crazy stuff, it will get more people. I'm looking at it right now. I need to figure out how to get the chat from the other stream into this chat so we can have both chats combined. I'm probably going to do that in a second. Rob says he didn't get the joke. What joke? What joke? He says, you ain't beating the allegations. He says, my point with Codes Guy is, yes, okay. He says, pond, not lake, bro. No, it's a lake. It's a lake, Amid. I know the difference between a lake and a pond, bro. Oh my God. You guys act like I'm fucking slow or something. Like you guys act like I'm a fucking retard or something. He says, it's not a lake, Scott. It's a pond. Like, I don't know the difference between a lake and a pond. he says, swim stream. I'm a bad swimmer. Bailey taught me how to swim. He says, turn the clips channel into the stream channel. I'm probably going to have to do that, Daffy. I don't want to, but I might. He says, so address that channel more. There's nobody chatting in that channel. He says, we have 5 people, so we're better. He says, actually, Scott, it's a koi pond. I wish it was a koi pond. He says, he's saying jump out the window, Scott. I know what he's saying, Rob. I got it after you said he didn't get the joke. I started thinking, you know, my mental computational skills are low. He says, you ain't slow, but you ain't fast either. He says, grown-ass man from Panama can't swim. I just never liked swimming, Daffy. It's in my DNA, bro. It doesn't matter where you're from. If you're black, probably not going to want to swim. Probably not going to want to swim if you're black. So Bailey taught me how to swim. Homie said, well. Black man can't learn how to swim unless a white person teaches him. I already knew y'all kind didn't like water. Well. Damn, that hurt my throat just making that stupid voice. Sometimes I need to have the sore throat, though. The aggravated, inflamed throat, because it makes me talk slower. And if I talk slower, I'm more in the moment, right? Pause. I know, pause. Am I talking as slow as low tier God right now? That's the real question. He says, definitely gay. Nah, I'm the straightest man you've ever met. My mom took me to the public pool in Chicago. Did you get touched, Amid? Did you get touched in that public pool in Chicago, bro? You can tell us, man. We won't judge you. Who touched you, Amid? They touched you in your no-no spot? He says, and then they stopped you up. They ended up taking you back to Blockbuster to make you forget the pain. He says, did Bailey put the water wings on you too? Yeah, she did actually, Daffy. She had one of those water float tubes. He says, it's not the speed you talk, it's what you have to say. Yeah, but when I start talking really fast, it takes like a lot of energy. And then I don't have enough energy to like, allocate to my brain capacity. But when I talk slow like this, I feel like people get bored. I don't know. I don't know why I care. He says, no, I defend my mom. He says, Scott needs a life jacket. So I don't know. I mean, Daffy is the person who complains about the pace that people talk. Am I talking too slow right now, or am I talking the right speed? Oh, Billy's up. What time is it? It's 2:39. I'm gonna end the stream at 2:45, guys. But before I end the stream tonight or this afternoon, I want to ask you guys, what do you guys think about the topic for tonight? You saw what the topic is, Rob, chat? Y'all saw what the topic is? Let me pull up the thumbnails. Let me pull up the thumbnails. Tonight's topic is going to be a doozy. Damn, I got a lot of fucking thumbnails made, chat. Look how many fucking thumbnails I have. Now, I'm going to show you guys what I do here too. I save stuff like this so I can clip out my face. I need to get more different ones though. I gotta sit down and make a video of just me making facial expressions. And then I save the Trump ones because I might use them again in the future. I saved this, obviously. I got more of these ones. These were from today. I saved this in case if I ever have to make another video about Andrew Tate and Sneeko. I'm just collecting elements for future videos, right? But tonight's is going to be this one. God's prophet. God's prophet, chat. Tonight, we're going to go full religious zealots. We're going to be watching clips of, first of all, we're going to watch the Drewski skit that I was unaware of, right? I saw a video about this and it made me laugh. We're going to watch that. We're going to watch Abba and Preach talk about this. We're going to watch Kenneth Copeland and a bunch of other fucking fake ass pastors, scam pastors. We're going to watch the pastor that Drewski made fun of because he got big mad over this skit. This guy right here. We're going to watch this guy's clips too. We're going to watch some other religious shit. We're going to talk about philosophy. We're going to talk about God. We're going to talk about religion. You know, I told you guys earlier in this stream that the two things that you're never supposed to talk about, politics and religion, the two things that will get you killed, get people so angry that they'll be headhunting you. I'm so smart and I'm so big brained that I decided to make both my streams today about those topics. The afternoon stream is going to be about religion and I guess this is the afternoon stream, I guess. The afternoon stream is going to be about politics and the night stream is going to be about religion. How smart am I, chat, for doing that? Big brain move there. Big brain move there, chat. Y'all know what time we're on. Genius level. Genius level. I'm a genius, chat. Big, smart, big brained move. He says shit on Islam while you're at it. You know, Daffy, I was thinking about that. The only reason I don't shit on Islam is because I'm not in an Islamic culture and I don't know enough about it to really shit on it. But if I knew more about Islam, I would shit on it. I would. I'm not afraid of no Islamists. What are they going to do? They got to find me first. If they want to do something to me, they got to find me first. He says, excited. Just don't talk down on baby Jesus. He says, Drewski's news is weeks old. We did that last time. Remember the locking the door pastor? Yeah, we did do that. But I thought this was funny. You know, I'm not going to dwell on it too much, Supercent. The reason I want to talk about it is because it's not even about the pastors or any of that shit. It's because I want to tell you guys about my story, you know, because I grew up in a fundamentalist Christian family that was like that. So I just thought that it was a good topic because talking about God shit, talking about religion, talking about life, talking about philosophy is one of my fortes, bro. I think that my niches that I'm good at talking about are the following. My niches that I'm good at talking about are religion, dating shit, programming, coding, tech shit. What else? What else am I good at, chat? You guys tell me, actually. What topics have I talked about on stream that I was passionate about and that were entertaining? He says, can you stand up real quick? I need a full body image so I can put you in water wings and a swim ring with Grok. Grok isn't even good at doing that. I would use Midjourney or ChatGPT. In my opinion, ChatGPT makes better images than Grok. I tried using Grok and I didn't like it. Bailey's looking at me like I'm fucking retarded. She doesn't know I'm doing this shit so they can clip it, baby. They're gonna do something, I guess. We'll see what they do. I mean, these fucking trolls. We'll see what they do. Oh yeah. But what are you making with that again? Garlic knots. Why don't you make some garlic nuts? I know I'm childish. Look what I'm doing. I'm a streamer. What did I want to do here? Let me jump on a 5-minute call with Contents Universe, guys. No, it's gonna be 5 minutes. I just want to mention one thing. No. Bailey said we're gonna be sucking each other off. No, I just want to tell him one thing. No, I don't want to talk to him tonight. I'm just gonna say one thing to him. Let's see if he even answers. He's probably not even gonna answer. Bailey said he's always on Discord. I'm literally gonna time it. It's 2:42. I don't know, Texas or some weird state like that. He's not even answering. Okay, he's not answering. Let me call Christian Codes. I'm joking. That's a joke. What are we looking at here, chat? He says complaining, making excuses, blaming others, being lazy, always saying next time. Oh my God. Wait, what's Rob talking about? What? In regards to what, Rob? In regards to what? In regards to what? You know what I need to do? I need to build a little stand and then move my camera a little further back so I can zoom out more and it can get more bokeh. Also, all the people that were watching on the other channel left when I started dancing around. This is their first time tuning into a Scott Leonard live stream and they had to witness that. That's crazy. He says, someone please use AI to make Scott do something cool. He says, time to end. Is Bay off tonight? Yeah, Bay's off. Today's Saturday. In fact, Bailey's schedule's changed. So now we're probably going to be doing like, I'm probably going to either change my streaming schedule to start at 8 something. So, because she gets off at 8:30. And then just end my streams at midnight. Or we continue doing at 6, but I don't know. Because then if I have to continue streaming at 6:30 to whatever time, it kind of makes it a waste of time because I'll still have Octavia for all the time. So it's probably better if I move my schedule down to 8 p.m. And also, most of the time, people don't join the stream until 8 p.m. So maybe I move my stream back till 8 something, and then she's probably gonna get home at 9. And then I just stay on until like 11 every night. He says, cooking dinner with Bailey on stream tonight. Nah, she's doing her own thing. I'm about to end. He says, you ask what you're good at. Oh. Damn, Rob. Rob, sick burn, Rob. The only thing is, guys, I want to clarify something to you guys. When you guys are roasting me in the chat, you guys got to preface what you're talking. When Rob said that, I didn't know what he was talking about. Like, you should have said something like, you're good at complaining, making excuses, blaming others, being lazy, and also saying next time. If you had said it like that, then I would understand what you were saying, but you said it in a way like, you know, as if I was going to remember what I even said 10 seconds ago. You guys got to remember that when I'm streaming, if I do get into a flow state, I don't remember what I even said like 5 seconds ago. Because I'm just letting my brain just dump. I'm just trauma dumping on you guys. I'm just trauma dumping on you guys. He says, telling a hater how to hate is diabolical. He says, maybe you should read faster. The reading, when I'm reading, the reason I get confused, Rob, is because I'm thinking about what I'm going to say to the stream while I'm reading. And it makes it very hard to read when you're thinking about what you're going to say next. He says, all you need is a protein and veggies with pepper. What's that mean? What are you reading? He says, see, still blaming others. Ay. What? I gotta pet you.
Fucking dog.
Come. It's 2:47. I've been on for almost 3 hours, so I gotta wrap it up. But we had a good segment. Was this not a good stream? He says, see, still blaming others. He says, hate me like this. Hate. He says, charge your phone for the winter cam, Unk. I'm about to put Winter in a bag and drive to the edge of the town and toss her out. Because she's pissing me the fuck off. I don't like old cats, guys. Winter, every time she eats, she vomits all over the fucking house. He says, not Winter. No. She's going to get excited out in a field 20 miles from here. Oh, shit. Bailey says if I do that, she's going to put me out. I'm just frustrated because every single time I stopped cleaning it up. I used to clean it up. I told Bailey, you know what? It's your cat. You clean it up. And I don't, you know, tomorrow she's going to have a rude awakening too because I'm not feeding her. She's going to get fed at 5 in the afternoon. Earliest is 3 in the afternoon because every time we feed her, she pukes. He says, so cat puke everywhere. We got to keep cleaning it up, Daffy. It's annoying, bro. It's annoying. And then we had like a little rug in the kitchen and she vomited on that and I had to throw it away. He says, Asmongold house. Asmongold house. He says, take Winter to the vet. You don't need no damn vet. The vet's going to want to charge us like $400 for some bullshit. Bailey said she only does it when she eats fast. The problem, she eats fast every single time. Gator bait. I'm referring to the cat since you probably already forgot the conversation. Oh my God. I don't have Alzheimer's, Rob. Yo, Rob acted like I had fucking Alzheimer's with that one. But I just get frustrated. You know, I like the cat. Don't get me wrong. I do like the cat. And I did like the cat in the beginning. But the longer we had this cat and the more dumb shit it's done, the angrier it makes me. First of all, the cats, the litter box gets overflowed with shit. And then they vomit everywhere. It's just a mess, bro. It's just it's overall, it's just a fucking mess. I can't do it. No. If it continues, she might find herself in somebody else's house or roaming the apartment aimlessly. The apartment complex, I mean, aimlessly. I might knock on the neighbor's door and they open the door and I just push her inside. He says, Scott should do a pantless stream. I already did a pantless stream. 2%. You missed it. I did though, remember? With the t-shirts. I mean, I'm pantless right now. That was a joke. Obviously, you guys know I'm not. He says, Diddy stream 2 tonight. I already told you, Daffy, when I do the next Diddy stream, I want to do it in a towel, bro. I want to do it in a towel, just like how Diddy had the towel when he beat that girl up. I want to wear a towel and do it with the Diddy towel. He says, it's 27 and it's snowing too. Oh, yeah, the storm is coming, bro. That crazy fucking storm is on its way. He says, and what is stopping you? The energy, Daffy. The energy is stopping me. I need to be focusing on coding shit, bro. Like tomorrow, I'm not doing any fucking streaming content shit. On the days that I'm not going to stream, I need to focus on really fucking locking in on the code. When I end this stream right now, I'm going to go spend some time with Bailey and Octavia, and I might, you know, I've been on the computer too long, so I'm not going to do what I was going to say. I was going to say I'm going to stand in the bed with my laptop and study, but you know what? Let me not do that. Let me just spend some time with them. Yeah, baby. Of course I love you. What makes you guys think I don't love you? What? I can't. I'm a man. I do stuff. Men do stuff. They build stuff. I'm building a fucking follower base. This is like my workshop. You know how some men go into the garage. I almost said go into the closet. Some men go into the garage and they build something. They stay in there for hours and hours and hours working with wood. You know, some men, they go into the closet. They start working with the wood, you know, molding it, stroking it. See how I can be the butt of the joke, chat? It takes a strong man to do that. No, but on a serious note, some men go in the garage and they be like working on their own shit for hours. That's this for me. Me jumping on this stream and having fun with the boys. It's fun for me. This is my workshop. Welcome to Scott's workshop. Scott and the Seaman crew. What? You don't want me to say that? Why not? The Seaman crew? Why? They're... How's the song go? He says, go touch grass. I'm allergic to grass, Rob. I'm allergic to grass. Ooh. I need to lock in and fucking start writing some goddamn code and get a goddamn job ASAP. That's what I need to do. He said, Unc needs his nap. I do need my nap. I need my Unc nap, bro. My siesta. Tengo que tomar mi siesta, padrón. Give me a Mexican sombrero. Take my fucking siesta, midday siesta, chat. Who's gonna stop me? Is that racist? How is it racist? I'm Hispanic. I'm Hispanic and I'm black. I can be as lazy as I want. Whoa, okay. Defender of the downtrodden Bailey over here. Talking about, oh, all I do is sit at a computer and talk and clickety clack, and they go out there and work construction. So you want me to be a construction worker? Is that what you're trying to say? He says, what's a job? What's a job, Scott? I know. What's a job, Gussie? Who needs a job, bro? Like, this is a job. This is right now what I'm doing takes a lot of mental effort. It really does. You don't know. I'm struggling right now. I'm struggling. My brain is like doing brain shit. I don't understand why some people look down on those fucking office jobs, computer jobs. It's like, bro, like a computer job is way harder than digging a trench. It is. Why are you pointing a knife at me? He says, Scott Gaines. I'm just being honest, Ahmed. Not many people can do what I'm doing right now. It looks easy until you go try to do it. No, I'm not even trying to be facetious or rage bait you guys. What I'm doing right now looks easy, but go do it. Go do it. Go try to do what I'm doing right now. I've been on for what? Almost 3 hours? Go turn on the camera and try to yap to the camera for 3 hours. You know, not even 3 hours. Try to yap at the camera for 5 minutes. Make a video. I challenge you guys. You know what? We should do something here, chat. All of you guys have phones. All of you guys have phones. I should do a little competition. I should do a little competition with the viewers and have them all post in the Discord a 5-minute video of them talking about a topic. You know, school essay type shit. Give me a 5-minute. What you say, baby? Yeah, or talking about themselves. Give me a 5-minute introduction about yourself in a video and post it to the Discord. I promise you that shit's not gonna be easy. You guys think that's easy? You're gonna struggle, you're gonna stumble over your words. Y'all can't do that shit. Talking like how I'm talking is an art. Rob says, what's crazy is you had better streams and more energy when you worked. Because I was in a good mood, Rob. I was in a good mood. To tell you the truth, I've been in a miserable mood for the last few weeks. Bailey said everyone can feel it. I've been in a miserable mood for the last few weeks. I mean, what can make me happy? You guys already know what makes me happy. Driving around in fast cars, counting money. Maybe I'm Jewish. Yo, I'm gonna get so canceled, but I'm telling you the truth though. Like, what makes me happy? Bailey said, I'm digging myself a bigger hole. What makes me happy? Only a few things in this world make me happy. Money, clout, power. My child, you know what I'm trying to say. I'm talking about superficial happiness. Being with you and my child, that gives me a different kind of happiness. That's like deep happiness. Amos says, last night I fell asleep next to the heater in the homeless shelter. And now I got a big ass blister on my leg. I shouldn't be mean to you guys, man. I shouldn't be mean to you guys. He says, get out of the house and stop pocket watching grown men. I mean, shit. It's better to pocket watch than meat watch, I would say. He says, Unc sad because of no fap. To be honest, Daffy, the no fap, I almost forgot that I was doing no fap, bro. Rob says, money, power, clout, that's outside your window. Just open it. I almost forgot that I was doing no fap, bro. It's become easy for me. I told you guys the secret to doing no fap. It's an easy secret. It's super duper easy, chat. You turn on parental controls on your phone. Turn on parental controls on your phone. Turn on parental controls on your router if your router has it. And then you're good. Once you turn parental controls on everywhere, for you to go fap it means you have to sign into a bunch of accounts and do a bunch of shit. You have to be really down bad to fucking. You have to be really down bad to fucking break your nofap. I know, because I was down bad. She said I'm disgusting. You have to be real. Once you turn on the parental controls and you add a password and you make it like 3 layers deep, where it takes a lot of effort to remove the parental controls, you have to be down bad. You have to be down super bad, super fucking bad to break your nofap. He says, how is there any connection between jerking off and your success? I would say that jerking off just makes you lazy and complacent, Rob. It takes your energy away, bro. The energy that you're using fapping and giving to those porn stars, those degenerate porn stars, you can use that energy to do something productive or creative, bro. I'm not going to lie. Since I've been doing nofap, I've had more energy. I've had too much energy. Oh my God. I didn't even do it a bunch of damn times a day when I was doing it. You've never caught me in your entire life. No one has ever caught me in their entire life. That would be embarrassing. I mean, then what do you mean? It's not going to happen because I don't fap anymore at all. So I can't get caught. No, don't even say that. I'm never fapping again. I'm not falling into temptation. I'm not. I'm done with that. He says, facts. Ever since Hub added that license upload verification, the daily visits have died down. I'm telling you, Gussie. You just got to add a barrier between you and the fapping session. That's all. Just make it hard for you to do it. I know. X videos sucked. The best site is neither one of those sites. I don't know, because this is a triggering conversation. This is a triggering conversation. Why would I even mention that? XXNX is the same as X videos. It's one that you don't know. It's ePorner.
You're a fucking nerd. What
the? And there's a new website too. I think it was xfree.com. It's like one that looks like it looks like TikTok. It's like TikTok. It's like porn, but TikTok porn. It's like porn, but the site is like TikTok, and like you can doom scroll there and everything. It's pathetic. I'm done. I don't do that shit anymore. It's not good for your mental health. It's not good for your mental health. It's not good for your emotional state. I guess that's mental health too. It's not good for your productivity. He says ePorner is a classic. And also, you know, when I was deep in the Gooner territory, one of the things that would attract me to the sites is not even the porn. It's reading the comments. Reading the comments always gets a good laugh. Yo, it's Brandon. Thank you for joining the stream. He says, if they keep adding all these ID verifications to all these sites, I'll just go back to Twitter. Twitter, Reddit also has a bunch of disgusting shit. But it was the comments, bro. The comments were what really got me sometimes. Sometimes you were going to do a gooning session and you end up just reading comments. And then, you know, do you know there's gooner reaction channels? Yeah. I mean, I don't know if they're on the other the websites you mentioned, but on Pornhub, there were literal gooner reactors. And they would like react just like how I react to videos. They'd be reacting to porn and shit. They'd be like, oh, okay, they're doing the back swim flip 365. Oh, okay. Oh, that's a good insertion there. Wow. Okay. Oh shit, she's about to gush. Okay. And I'm like, damn, I was like, what the fuck am I even looking at here, bro? Porn reactors. He says the hub CPM is high, I heard. Yo, Daffy, I'm not even joking, bro. I couldn't believe it. I was like, is this real? Porn reactors? That's crazy. Talk about being a degenerate. He says, who the fuck reads the porn comments? You definitely watch the dick. Nah, Rob, the comments are funny, bro. You never read the comments? You never read the comments? The comments are always hilarious, bro. But I've changed my ways, alas, chat. I'm done with that fucking lifestyle. No more pornography for me. No, I don't even do that at all because that's a trigger. He said that I look up the free OnlyFans. No, I don't. That's a trigger. That's how I ended up breaking my nofap last time. Like I had a nofap that was like a year old, chat. And I didn't go on OnlyFans. I was on Instagram and I saw some big booty shaking, waking. And I was like, yo, and I saw she had the link. I was like, let me copy the link. And I put it into Google, like free, whatever the girl's name was. And then a bunch of shit came up. And then I started looking at it and I was like, oh, I'm not going to do nothing. And then all of a sudden I like relapsed. And when I relapsed, it wasn't even for that. Like what the thing, you're a girl. You don't understand how this works. The relapse, but you don't understand how the male mind works. You don't understand how the male mind works. The relapse isn't because of the video I saw of the girl. Like I didn't even rub one off for that girl. No, I didn't. I saw her video and I watched it analytically. And then that made me go to like the porn site. It forced me to go to a porn site. And then I started doom scrolling there and then I gooned. He says, Scott rubbed one out for the guy. Oh my God, Daffy. Pause, bro. Pause. So it's a lot more complicated than you think. I mean, females don't understand the male psyche. That's the problem. They don't. You think that we just look at the shit to goon instantly. Like it's an art. Gooning is an art. It takes time. It takes patience. It takes curation. You think I just gooned to any old video? Nah. I ain't gooning to any old video. I got standards. Call me Ned Flanders. Oh my God. Bailey be hating. Anyways, Bailey's cooking, so I don't need to end right now, I don't think. Should I end? Are you almost done cooking? Yeah, it's too early for that. Let me put one round in and then we're going to end the stream, chat. I also want to see if people join on the other channel if I put a round in. Or do you guys want to play a round of... No, let's play this. Let's play this. Because if I play a round of... I almost said Call of Duty. If I play a round of... Battlefield, I'm gonna leave the stream angry, and I don't want to leave the stream angry. He says Scott, the type of guy who knows the male corn star names. Nah, I don't know anybody's names, bro. The only one why do you always mention that fucking girl? I don't know who that even is. Is she ugly? Alexis Texas. That's not the kind of girl I watch. I watch like the Riley Reeds, Holly Piper or Perry Piper, like those kind of girls. Huh? I don't like the girls that look all fake. No, I don't like Sasha Grey. Can we stop talking about this? Because I really don't want to get like, you're trying to make me relapse. You want me to be a fucking gooner. So I can be all tired, laying in bed all day, doing jack shit. I'm not going to go back to that lifestyle of being a gooner. He says Riley Reid hella mid. It's not about whether they're mid or not. I'm a face guy, chat. I'm a face guy. I've never understood guys that are married or dating girls that are ugly as fuck. Like, they have a good body, but they have an ugly ass face. Because the face, you got to look at the face when you get in an angry fight with a girl, right? You're married and you get into a fight with the girl. When you're fighting with her, you got to look at her face. And I don't want to look at no ugly face if you have an ugly girlfriend and you get into a fight with her, it's very hard for you to like forgive her. I'm just being honest. If I'm fighting with an ugly person, it's very hard for me to be like, oh man, okay, everything's good. Let me forgive them. But if it's easier to forgive a pretty person than an ugly person. He says, what's the difference from what you're doing now? Maybe fapping will make you happy again. No, fapping never makes you happy, Rob. That's the trick. That's the fucking trick. Fapping never makes you happy. No, it doesn't. Fapping makes you think you're gonna be happy, and then you do it, and then you feel even worse than when you started. It says, I'm Mendingo that bored. Like, I'm Mendingo that broad. He says, you rather face no body? Yes. If a girl has a pretty face and she has a shitty body, like she's skinny, has no ass, no tits, I would rather go with that girl than the girl that has a giant ass, giant tits, or, well, I don't even like giant tits. Giant ass, good tits, and like an ugly face. And also, the ugly face ruins your social status too. Because if you go somewhere with her, people are going to look at her face and be like, that girl's ugly as fuck. Any girl who has a nice body and an ugly face and thinks she's the bomb is delusional. The face is the most important thing. He says, so she can be 600 pounds if her face is pretty. No, no fat people. This is going to make me sound fat phobic, but no fat people. No fat people. And maybe this goes back to me being shallow, but I really do care about the perception, right? Oh, this fucker's right there. Did I kill it? Oh, shit. Fuck. Fuck. Where is it at? I'm fucked. Oh my god. You know what I really hate? I hate when your shield is charging. If they hit you, when their shield is charging, if they hit you when your shield is charging, then it automatically negates the shield charge, which is so fucking stupid. Where'd the other one go? He says, Scott, run. So now I just wasted the fucking the charge. I need to get rubber. I hate that. I feel like that's such a fucking cop-out in this game. So you got to be very careful to not get hit. You got to be very careful to not get hit when you're charging your shield. Because even one hit will get your shield, it will destroy your shield. He says, too late for rubber. You have a kid already. Yeah, that's a good one, Daphne. Where can I get some rubbers at? That bread is smelling good. Can I eat one or two before the food? Where's the fucking beacon? That beacon's not gonna have anything good anyway. Let me check. Sometimes around here is guys. I gotta be careful. Oh, it's right there. Let's see what it has. Hopefully I don't get killed opening this. He says, it took like 10 times for you to finally get the joke. Yo, Ross Meadows, thank you for joining the stream. Okay, I just realized also that these things have 3 spots to check. In the past, I would check these and I would... There's the rubber. In the past, I would check these and I wouldn't loot all 3 sides. I didn't realize that they were different. I thought that they were all the same access point, but they're not. See? Bless you. Okay. So now we got the crafting materials. We can craft a shield. Oh wait, we gotta break the plastic down. We need one more to make one more shield. Yo, Ross, how you been, bro? You good? This is all already looted. Which means there's another player probably around here somewhere. Let's make another one of these. Magnet. I need magnets, but you can come sit down if you want, baby, and watch. Damn, okay, my other stream was doing good when I was talking about Candace Owens, but maybe that's because the topic was that. But now that I'm playing this game, it's just me and maybe, I think Jerry's watching me on the other stream too. And I'm afraid to change the title of the stream. Maybe I should end the other stream and start it again and just be playing Arc Raiders. But I'm only playing this one round. I'm about to end chat. We got to make this round worth it. He says, can't wait for tonight's stream. I'm glad you're excited, Eamon. I'm just going to be talking about life shit and religion shit. I mean, some people might get offended. I don't know. I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm not going to be trying to be super offensive. But I'm just going to speak it like it is, right? Like what I believe, right? What I believe. Oh, it's a player. I wonder who killed this guy. Take the kettle. I'll take this. I'll take that. Kettle's a good gun for killing players. Somebody killed that guy, so. Oh shit, the ball. See if we can get it. Stand still, motherfucker. Damn, it's getting away. I need to work on not hesitating. Even when I'm playing this game, I'm overthinking. If you guys are watching me, I'm overthinking my shots. Because other people just go, boom. They don't think. They just act. But I'm over here thinking. I think too much. I think too much. I think too much. I need to get better at just acting, not thinking. Even if I miss, who cares? It's getting away. Oh, there it is. Stand still, fucker. Don't hit me, don't hit me. Now it's wilding. Look, it's wilding, it's wilding. I want to get it, but I don't want to be running around like a fool after it. Fuck it, forget it. It's gonna be too much work. It's too much work. It's not worth the effort. It is Will Ferrell, baby Jesus. I can hear the leaper right here. He's smoking. Somebody tried to attack him. Somebody tried to fuck with it. Let's go up here. I don't want to get killed by this stupid leaper. Oh, shit. How did I miss that? knew it was gonna be able to navigate with one motor through the trees like that. Obviously, it was gonna crash. That was good. Minimal damage. Thank you, Peso. Big shout out again to fucking Super Cent for the $2 donation too earlier. If I didn't mention it. Let's go inside the let's go underground. I almost forgot that I'm on a free loadout, so I don't know why I'm playing so hesitant. It doesn't really matter. Let's go down here. Let's see what's down here. I hate those fuckers. We got everything. What's the saying? 2 birds, 1 stone? Oh, somebody's fighting the leaper. Somebody's fighting the leaper. Somebody's fighting the leaper. Or at least trying to fight the leaper. You need help, buddy? Do you need help, buddy? Yo, Goku, Abdul, thank you for joining the stream. Fuck. No way. Not me. Oh my god, out of all the places, bro. How? Why? Say it ain't so. Whoa, whoa. Somebody hit the elevator for me, please. I don't know how he saw me and hit. Out of all the people here, it kills me. Fuck. Little help. Little help. Little help. Hit it, hit. Damn, we're both down. Fuck. Damn, bro. Fuck me. Somebody's still fighting? Say it ain't so. Whoa, whoa. I'm cooked. Yo, buddy, with the who's fighting? You got a defib? I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Shit. Yo, AK Northern Lights, Timothy, thank you for joining the stream. Fuck, bro. I'm cooked. Come on. Dude, come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Did I do it? Did I die? Ain't no way I didn't make it. Fuck. Okay. Anyways, guys. L's in the chat. Fuck. I mean, I didn't have anything important anyway, but still, fuck. Kind of disappointing. Okay, man. Well, I'll catch you guys later. Catch you guys tonight. Peace. It's your boy Scott Leonard, your favorite streamer, the Black Asmongold, the biggest hater, biggest pocket watcher, voice and news outlet of the chronically unemployed. Thank you guys for sticking around to the very end of the stream. If you're not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace. I'm out. Thank you guys. Big appreciate.